dead.
No, you see, he logged into Way of the Wicked because he figured since Michael was already there, it had to be the right one.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, I think I briefly popped into the Book of Judgment game a couple weeks ago, and I think Michael's still on that one too.
I don't know how.
While waiting for Loki, real quick for the Crimson Throne, Michael. I was looking at Bear Walker's build, and I realized that because of the archetype I'm taking, I'm not going to be getting Secret Lair till 5th level. I thought I was going to be getting it 3rd, but I'm going to be getting it 5th. So no Secret Lair yet. So I'll update the map and send that to you well before then.
Cool.
Is the layer still planned to be in the giant foot?
Under the foot, yes. Listen, it's just too good of a map landmark, and Michael's confirmed there's nothing plot related to it. It's too good.
Mm-hmm.
It's too good.
Footman.
And by the time we hit 5th level, that means the layer will have a 50-foot by 50-foot equivalent space. So it's a lot of room to spread out, guys.
I'm not very good. About 50, that's huge.
And objects cannot be scried when it's in there, so that's pretty handy.
Even better.
People can until I hit 10th level, so be careful. All right. Everyone ready to get into it?
Oh, I suppose.
Well, if you're undecided, I'll just head out then, Richard.
I'm just playing.
Richard, have you been through anything to get to this point tonight?
Time to kill this bastard that killed Loki.
All right. So we want to do recap or question first?
I say recap because I can't remember what happened last time.
Yeah, same.
I have a pretty good idea, but yeah.
All right. The smeltery collapsed. You guys all ran outside. Nolgrim was very, very dead. Nolgrim on the ethereal plane as a ghost had a conversation with the 3 former monarchs of Dammerhall, who are also ghosts, in which they informed him that King Bendrak was using the Dwarven afterlife, the Hall of Our Fathers, as basically an oil well, that he was using Dwarven souls drawn from it as fuel for his forge. So every dwarf that had ever died, and anyone that was getting a proper funerary rite in the present, was just being fed into that afterlife to be used as fuel for his dark industry. Armed with that knowledge, Nolgrim was able to claw his way back to the mortal plane, now in corporeal form, emerging from the wreckage, wearing Freya's damaged battlesuit as a shell, reconvened with the party, gave this information, and also the knowledge from Strega Trinehammer, the second ruler of Dammerhall, that you guys may be able to find equipment and information in the Golem Foundry that she constructed during her reign. As Bendrak has a particularly nasty dwarven super weapon, a Colossus, that was what originally killed all the dwarves in Dammerhall, which Nolgrim had been seeing his vision, and Freya, when you guys eventually clapped eyes on it, realized it was the same one that cult of the Black Iron in Dinport had a carving of, despite the fact they had never gone into Dammerhall.
Must have been a survivor.
So,
Weekend at Bernie's.
you guys snuck past some zombies. You ran into people who at first you thought were living dwarfs, but turns out it was a gang of dwarf Feratu, who you then proceeded to go all Buffy on. And that's pretty much where we left off. And you're in the secret sub-basement area of a dwarven tavern, where on the other side of a large cask they had their coffins, and you just had to throw them, lop all their heads off.
I think we were gonna take a rest here because
Yeah.
I find
But-
it wasn't easy.
We did have to be concerned about the smoke or
The
stuff,
smog, yeah.
because that could become an issue if we sleep here, because it's not airtight.
However, before we get into what you guys are doing, as a reminder, where we last left off, you were looting those Dwarferatu, and Nolgrim found a white robe and put it on his ghostly form and started pretending to be a classic ghost, making ooh sounds. So I feel it's a good segue. This is a question for your guys' in character. Do you think Nolgrim's okay?
Can I
Yeah, and
answer?
this yes, because I'm curious if you're in denial or if you're aware.
Mm.
That's a no for Pascal.
I don't
think
know.
he's-
I've never
He's
met
coming back.
I think he's being used by whatever's in the afterlife, our ancestors or whatever, and then when they're done, his job is going to be considered quote unquote done. So I don't think he's coming back in character.
All right.
I don't know. I've never met a ghost before. Maybe this is just how they are.
That's weird.
Ghosts are weird, bro.
And for mine, I think I will say he's starting to realize he's not okay. He's it's kind of that mania starting to reach a point where he's gonna look at what he's doing like, oh boy. What the fuck am I doing with my afterlife?
Compared to the ghosts that you brought back, you're doing pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah.
And what was Thrum's answer?
No, he's
All right.
probably gonna eventually.
You're a little on the quiet side, Cope. I can't really hear you too well.
Yeah, like you're a little far away from the mic.
Might be doing that thing again. Give me a minute. He may be. We may have to put him down when he gets tired of possessing broomsticks and bed sheets.
Yeah, you're still really quiet. Skype might be using the wrong mic or something.
Yeah. Give me a minute.
But we were all quiet enough that we could hear you for that.
Yeah. I definitely think it's an unappreciated terror. The fact that in a fantasy world where you have absolute certainty that the afterlife exists, to then have that taken away from you.
Yeah.
Like,
Not only that, but realize those that had previously passed,
mhm.
worse than hell.
Like we in reality, we kind of live and breathe that ambiguity, and we kind of just get used to it. But all right, so you guys should be on the overworld map.
Is that
there.
better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. We're on the overworld map.
Yep. You see a little golden circle, and you are still in that tavern where you just slayed the vampires. Sorry, Dwarferatu.
You just want to keep saying that because you enjoy it.
You are not wrong. I will not deny something. I feel no shame.
Let's remember this location because it's got this secret room. If you guys remember.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little doobly-doo on the map for you real quick.
Sorry, I was a little spacey because I had to order a new headset, and I'm done now.
How dare.
Hey, do you want to have the explosion to hit your eardrums next week? I don't think so.
Mhm.
I had an armed weapon, goddammit.
Here we go. I put a little green circle. You guys should be able to see that.
All right.
So did we want to try to raid another warehouse, or did we want to try to hide in that base, or leave and then rest somewhere safer first?
Yeah, the whole reason we went this way was to try and raid the thing, but resting might be a good idea.
Yeah, I think resting here.
So,
Okay.
even just a short rest to burn some hit dice.
Gumbo, remind me. I know we had that spot that had people guarding the only path into this area.
Uh-huh.
Was the mist basically up to that area? Would we have to go through them again to get to somewhere not smoky?
On the map, let me make sure I set the auras to be visible. Yeah, you should be able to see a purple square on the map. That's where the miasma is.
Okay, I just was wondering, when we were right up here, did we notice that there was mist where those zombies were?
There was not. There's trace smells of it in the air, but there's not not enough for me to make you do rolls. No.
Okay, so we'll head back up there and see if we can find somewhere close, but not right on top of them, I guess. This way, I guess.
Okay.
I saw that we were kind of surrounded on both sides by red circles, so
Mhm.
I wasn't sure if this is.
Go ahead. Keep on going.
Looks like we're clear here. So, if we go to right here, would we be able to find an abandoned building that looks like it could provide good cover?
I would say that definitely be a survival.
Okay. Can someone assist me, or can I assist somebody else?
Yeah, I'll assist you.
Okay. Might as well, since we're all working together here. Advantage 15.
All right, you find something.
Okay, so get the group up. I'll do my alarm spell kind of thing that I can do at the entrance and set up for a rest.
Taking a short rest or a long rest?
That's the question. I'll leave that to the group that have spellcasters.
It's not me.
I mean, we've traveled a lot today.
So I guess I should ask Freya and Taskell, do you think you guys need a long rest?
Still pretty full on spells, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so short rest then.
Well, do we need time for Freya to repair her golem or her battle suit?
She needs a forge and facilities for that.
Okay. Yeah, short rest
Yeah,
works for me.
that's not going to happen for a while now.
Well, you might get lucky if you go to the golem foundry because that's where golems are made. If there'd be any place in this entire city where she could repair it faster than what it says on the class sheet, it would be there.
Why would there be mechs in the hangar?
Interesting proposal, Trap.
Anyway, so yes, we'll take a short rest then.
Short rest, you can roll die.
Yeah.
And does Fergus give us a bonus to that?
At the end of the rest, you all get temporary hit points equal to 14.
Okay.
Because I can do that on a long or a short rest. My inspiring speech is I know we kicked their ass, but that was kind of impressive about the fact that we fought vampire dwarves. Anyway.
It did go better.
Guys.
Sorry, it's a bit long. Goodbye. It did go better than your last vampire encounter, to be fair. In the last one, Fergus got therapy.
Ugh. All of my fighter hit die. No, and my rogue hit die.
Hold on, I need you step away for a quick second.
No. Still have a
Okay.
few.
That's exactly enough to get me the max.
Yeah, I'm just shy.
Yeah, I might as well use one.
I'll keep hold of them in case we need to rest later.
I'm back to the max for this vulnerable, fleshy dwarf body.
A mere 107 hit points. Second
Well-
highest HP in the party.
I'm back.
We're playing dwarves, okay? We all got a bonus to constitution. Artificers get a D10 hit dice. I didn't make that rule.
Oh, that's beefy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They are surprisingly beefy.
I was kind of surprised because I thought they were supposed to be like wizards.
Yeah, they're an odd class.
They're like a half caster in this system, aren't they?
What class?
They've
Artificer.
got subclasses
Mm.
that are more and less magic-y.
Yeah. But then you could also just be like the armorer who you're just a big fuck off tank.
Yep.
Mhm.
You're Iron Man. All right. You are not discovered for your rest. I rolled a 2, so you're good.
I'm all healed up. I still have 4 hit die left in case we need to take another rest in the middle of anything. But
All right. Still no clue where the Golem Foundry is.
yeah, though we probably should go and take care of this mist.
I mean,
I would
that-
think. Or
That looks Foundry-esque. At least Foundry adjacent.
That's
like we can try to raid that. And hopefully it's that. If not, we can at least disturb his, delay his crafting and cause more issues there.
Mhm.
But
Because that looked like another one of the smelteries, like when you first encountered it in.
and who knows if was the Golden Foundry and he repurposed it. So
And worst case scenario, we could potentially take care of this miasma if nothing else.
miasma.
Miasma.
reduce the rate at which he's eating dwarven souls. Side
The proper
benefits.
grammar would be your asthma.
Actually, my asthma.
All right.
Miasma.
As long as it's not
Yes,
the
Coach.
fucking bees.
Your asthma.
You're in control of your token.
I say we sit here and figure out whose asthma it actually is.
As
No,
you
we
guys
don't
are going into the
Go with
the smog, why don't you everyone give me a charisma saving throw again?
Including Nobram?
Yep.
I think I'm back.
Oh,
All right. So we got one.
Might want to flash a genius yourself or Task.
Yeah, I'm gonna do both. So Taskell and Freya get a +5.
can you make Thrum a genius?
Okay.
With a natural 1.
I could, but it would just be wasting it with that roll.
Yeah.
All right. So
All right, guys.
cool. That's a failure from Fergus and Thrum.
Don't worry.
Kind of makes you feel ill. That's about it.
Don't worry. I always walked like this.
All right. You may continue moving.
Luckily, I brought some Pepto-Bismol to improve our saves.
All right.
There's a lot of gas.
So this building is very much like the other smeltery where you fought Bendrack. It doesn't appear to be based on any pre-existing dwarven structure. It is all the hammered, ugly iron. It's belting out smog. You hear the sound of motion echoing off the metal inside. It does not appear from the outside to be the Golem Foundry, but if you wish to assault it, you may.
I see a benefit in taking it out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're kind of here to piss in this guy's quarry, so.
I'm good with whatever. I'm just full strength.
Give me a moment
Without
while I up the combat map.
I like what you did there, Taskell.
I'm just throwing the tokens on the map real quick. Just give me a moment. Because yes, it is going to be a repeat battle map, but
Each of these doesn't have a unique floor plan?
no, sadly.
Suspension of disbelief broken.
Cookie cutter industrial dwarf spirit burning facilities popping up all over the place. They've got no soul.
Not like the mom and pop soul burning.
Here at Mephistopheles Industries, we believe in handcrafting each perpetual torment.
Well, it's like that Mr. Burns PSA about his nuclear power. Nuclear power was an art before it was the science. Tried to make nuclear power sound like a cottage industry. Just
The older I get, the more I realize that everyone in like an important position is just Homer Simpson, the idiot in charge of the fucking safety protocols of the nuclear power plant.
Yep.
And they just get by luck.
I mean, I've noticed that about a lot of like businesses that I've worked for or seen. Like all of the people who get promoted are either the kiss-ups or the people who run the sales. So then when it's a company that makes a product, that product winds up suffering because they cut costs that they shouldn't. But who knows what they're doing because they're all salespeople.
Fake it till you make it, baby.
Except you never make it.
Like-
You just there.
Like, how does a salesperson know what they need, what they successfully need to build? Like, I don't know, computer parts or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know why the salespeople always get to be in charge.
Because they're responsible for the money, so that's all people care about.
They're the
Yeah.
charismatic
They're the
ones.
revenue generators and usually the top earners, and so they're like, "Oh, we'll make him in charge since he's got the biggest salary."
Yeah, it's probably like the easiest way to slot someone in is just look at sales.
Yeah.
A depressing, but if I'd have known about it a lot earlier in life, realization is that 99% of all of social life is appearances.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're so adamant about people no longer working from home now that the beer virus has gone away from the news cycle is if you're not there and they can't see you, how will they know how hard you're not working?
Not to mention it's trying to justify a bunch of middle managers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I deal with some of that at my job, and it's not even an office job. It's always so funny to have someone who spends all their day in the office come out into a parking lot and tell me where the carts need to be pushed. I'm like, I work out here 40 hours a week. You come out twice a week. I know more than you. Like, you could call me on my day off and I could tell you what needs to be worked on.
Yeah, I just started a new job, and it's been fun going through that whole process again.
All right.
Manager trying to position themselves, and
You guys should be on that map now.
We're rolling great for these initiatives.
Well, the zombie horde got a 1, so
Rolling thunder.
I'm trying.
I just kind of assumed you guys were just going to go in there and murder everyone. So
Oh, that's pretty impressive. Double ones.
hey, Dwarf Ratu got a natural 20 though. Did someone want to control Ignis?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, there we go. All right. So you guys burst through the front door into the smeltery where the undead dwarves are hard at work. I suppose
This
you're
is
the
OSHA. We've heard about some violations.
Someone tell you that your door is busted? No. Well, it is now.
Well, the dwarf Ratu's going to go into the other room. We were just talking about management. So, Thrum.
Wait, throw him.
Wait, how did I get first?
You're 21.
Where?
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong. On ours, we
yeah.
see the 11 for Thrum.
I'm
Fergus
just
is
looking at what's
22.
on. I'm just looking at what the
I'm-
initiative order is.
On mine, it says me at
Yeah.
20.2.
Hold up. We have Dwarf Ratu on
At
our
24.
turn order.
Yeah,
You might
think-
still-
because
We
there's
might
one in the
need to clear it
encounter.
out.
No,
Oh,
there's
okay.
there's a dwarf Ratu. In
Oh,
this
I
fight.
got you. Okay.
You're seeing a Thrum that we don't see.
I see Fergus at 20.2.
That's what I see.
Okay.
You
so
said Thrum.
Do you
Yeah.
see Thrum under Nolgrim, Gumbo?
I see Thrum at 21.
Yes, but
Oh.
under Nolgrim, who's there?
No, there is 2 Thrums. Why
So
is there
the
2 Thrums?
First Thrum is probably from a previous combat, so we can't see
Weird.
it.
All right, so it's Fergus then.
Sorry, we were just all
it
confused.
is
there.
second thrum, for he has grown more powerful and divided.
This is getting out of hand. There's 2 of them now.
All right, Fergus.
For Goose. These guys over here, do they look like they're like getting ready to fight us, or are they operating something over there?
Nope, they're 100% going to fight you.
There
Okay.
we go. When Fergus dies again, he can come back as a goose.
Fergus.
Have one of them give me a deception check against my insight, so I can see if I get sneak attack damage on them.
Natural 20.
Damn. Okay, I don't get sneak attack on it. Well, fine. I'm just gonna shoot him anyway, because I can shoot the one from on the south where I am now. So.
Yep.
First shot, 15,
That'll hit.
7. Second shot,
That'll
25 for another 7.
Still standing.
then-
Very badly hurt, though.
And then I'm just going to take a couple steps back. Go get him, Thrum.
Valiant. Nolgrim.
I think I'll go up to this one range.
Please take over the giant furnace and destroy them all.
What's my fly speed? Sorry, it's been a minute.
Pretty sure it's just 30. Or
Yep, 30. All right. So, move action. I will. Basically, I'm going to. Wait, hold on. It says I could go through there. Although, these are full of that burning metal, aren't they?
Yep.
Okay.
Become Burning Man.
Right. I'd rather not go through that. That's not a good time. I think I'll go ahead and just animate my armor and weapons, wherever that may be. So, do we just want to go full round to find the gear and animate it?
sure.
Bunch of weapons explode out of the bag of holding.
Right.
All right. I guess that's Thrum then.
Right. So he has a. Sorry, getting used to the other character sheet. He has a 35 base speed because of Barbarian. So he can move, I guess, 15 as part of entering a rage. So bonus action, go into rage. So 15. Five more. And attacks.
All right.
Rage is on. He's gonna hit Scalebane, the zombie in front of him.
That'll hit. And these are the ones that go down in one hit, but then they pop back up immediately.
Yeah.
So if you want to hit a second time, make it go down.
He'll hit it again.
That'll take it out for good.
Need that double tap.
All right, and then he is going to head and take a few steps back. We don't want
Okay.
to get swarmed right away.
Turn. Children are running up and down the hallway outside of my apartment. The hallway, get over it. Speaking of
Roll
getting
marbles under your door.
Speaking of getting swarmed, let's just draw them in closer. All right, the ghoul will each take a claw attack against Thrum. Claw. One of those
Yep.
probably hits.
Yep.
7 slashing and give me a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
He's raging. I don't think he gets advantage on this.
No.
Oh,
So you're paralyzed for 1 minute. You can try again at the end of each of your turns.
talk to you guys later.
I mean, if anyone was going to be paralyzed and swarmed, it should be Thrum.
Because that's coming out of my temporary hit points and it's halved. So
Mhm.
we're good.
All right, Tasco.
Yep. It's that time again.
Mhm.
It's my last second or no, third level slot. And might as well move up to cover Thrum.
All right, I'll roll for the ghouls. They got 12,
Nice
which
guy.
failure.
Mm-hmm.
15, that's one of them instantly dead. The other one is very badly hurt. God, are they electrocuting each other out there? What is going on?
You just go out there and they're holding tasers. Stop resisting.
God.
Hey, people still play cops and robbers. It's just taking a different turn.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. I totally would have done that as a child.
Child pulls out toy gun. He's got a weapon. Just throws it on the ground.
I mean, listen, when I was a kid, people would shoot each other with BB guns, so it's not that odd.
We used to
Oh,
shoot
no, I
each other
know.
with BB guns and throw firecrackers at each other.
Yep.
Don't taste me, bro.
Don't tase me, bro.
That'd be Ignis.
Is Loki controlling her or someone else doing it?
I can.
I mean, I can too. I think you had rolled initiative, so I wasn't sure how we were doing it.
Feel like pretty good fireball territory.
I mean, when in doubt.
Is that 30-foot radius?
The radius is, I think, 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay.
But it's like the cast space is enormous, so you can cast it wherever in this map. I think this would probably be the best situation, wouldn't it? Because then you could hit all the small ones.
Yeah, that works for me. Let's.
You
Yeah,
also,
right
I think,
here.
yeah.
Because that will also get this guy.
Yep. All the mooks plus the one angry boy down there.
Got it.
So, let's see.
Fails. Zombie.
If you hit the fireball button on the front page, it should roll the damage. And it even shows the DC. So
There it is.
got 14 or 35 fire damage.
Some pretty good rolls in that one.
So hilariously enough, one, this ghoul is just completely dead. Hilariously enough, the zombie horde minions have a rule that since they go down in one hit, they have it where if they succeed a saving throw that would normally give half damage, they instead take no damage. And they rolled a 16, which is over the DC of 14. So amazingly, the zombies are fine, but that ghoul is super gone.
They're just walking around on fire.
All right, we got about 45 seconds before we're fighting a room full of skeletons.
Everyone
Oh
fly
god, you
your
gave him a
bludgeoning
power up!
weapons.
Man, that was a good damage roll too.
I know.
All right, it's white time.
Not the whites.
God damn it, they're going to gentrify this entire neighborhood.
All right, throwing action. Got range on.
I heard that, Kenneth.
I appreciate it. I chuckled.
You know what? They're gonna go for the easy target of Thrum.
Wait,
So
wouldn't they have Oh wait, I guess isn't he not prone? Because wouldn't that be disadvantage?
He's paralyzed, not prone.
I think he's
Okay.
paralyzed. Does he?
Yeah.
Does he stand still?
Yeah, I'm checking the status condition now. Paralyzed, is incapacitated. Okay. Automatically fail strength. Attacks have advantage against it. All attacks are critical hits if they're within 5 feet of you.
Okay.
Incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions. Okay. So
Okay, so standing.
Yep. So they have advantage on.
What's it
this.
gonna hurt?
So how many?
You're a barbarian. You're fine.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of those hit.
Yep.
See, you're fine.
Does
You're not-
his
you can't possibly die a third time.
does he lose his rage?
If
No,
you
he's
don't.
taking damage.
Yeah, if you're taking damage, you're maintaining your rage.
Oh, you hear like an ancient rock grumble going on because he can't move his lips.
That'd be Freya.
Sorry, I was muted. How much movement is it to climb up this ladder?
I would say 10 feet of movement because it's like 10 feet up.
So that's 20. And well, I could probably just stay here, actually. I will shoot my crossbow at this one here.
Gotcha.
Or have any of these guys been damaged?
No.
Yeah, this guy right here.
Only the dead ghouls were damaged. You attacking one of the whites?
No, I'm still attacking the zombie horde.
Gotcha.
Gloomstalker.
All right. So that critical hits bypass their regeneration thing, so that one's just instantly dead.
And that's my turn.
Gotcha. Zombie hordes be shuffling into action. These ones here are going to drop down, which will then get affected by Haskell's thing, which will fail. And yours is radiant, and I ask this every time, but it's radiant damage, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they are just gonzo. Save you the roll. Ferratu's doing some stuff. And Fergus.
Wait, weren't there just two up here?
Yeah, I just described them jumping down and instantly dying.
Oh, I just missed
God.
that.
They jump to their tactical death.
Sorry, no, I spaced off for a half a second, then I'm like, wait, they died. Okay.
Were you ordering another set of headphones, or?
No, I spaced off. My bad.
I know it's all good.
So I'm gonna get up here and climb up here. I think I'd have enough movement for that. If not, I could use my bonus.
Yeah, you can do that.
And then I'm gonna get up here and just start firing at these guys. I'll start with this one.
All right.
Use my insightful fighting, so they need to do a deception against my insight. Nope. This ability sucks. I can never roll.
Oh, that shouldn't have been an advantage. It's just 16.
I got a natural 1 anyway.
Mhm.
Well, shooting them anyway. First attack,
That'll hit.
8. Second attack, will miss.
Ooh.
The ones are strong on me tonight.
Mm-hmm. Nolgrim.
All right. Staying where he is, he's going to send the pickaxe forward and slam against this guy. If the first attack drops him, then he'll go to the one next to him.
All right, go ahead and drop your token there so we know where it is.
Okay.
That'll hit. That does 9 points of damage. He is still up.
And
I believe that one misses.
okay. Yeah, I'll stay there, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Thrum, you're paralyzed, so you can give me another con save at the end of your turn. All right, you're no longer paralyzed, but that's the end of your turn.
Someone woke him up.
All right, Taskell.
All right. Yeah, that might give the zombos well. So I'll go up to here and dodge action.
All right.
And I guess bonus action, drop my spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, if we cross the weapons, it's going to be a full Soviet army.
All right,
Oh,
so
God, the hammer.
Oh God, hammer and second.
We
that's a
just need to find the
pickaxe for
anvil in the
one.
door.
It counts.
It's literally used for two entirely different things.
Listen,
yes,
the theming
my
is still appropriate.
bourgeois lifestyle.
All right, so let me roll for the lights. I believe those both fail.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and that spiritual weapon will hit as well. So zombies are dead. It takes 10 force damage. Just to go ahead. Just bulk move these zombies. You don't need the pretty X before I move them.
No, but it helps the ego.
And then they both fail as well. So both the whites are bloodied. Ignis.
Let's see. I think Firebolt. I think things are pretty well in hand, so save spell slots and hit. We'll go with this one with the Firebolt.
When in doubt, firebolt out.
Oh.
Damn.
Look, he's having the opposite of Richard's luck. You click a little button that says Firebolt.
Yeah, you don't hit show.
Oh, I gotcha.
30 damage.
So annihilated.
Just full on Kamehameha firebolt.
That's an impressive cantrip damage, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, cantrips get really strong really fast.
And I forget what that fire shard she has does as well.
I don't think it does anything for cantrips.
Yeah, I don't think it does anything. I'm just trying. I always forget what it is. Right.
If you use a meta magic and cause people to catch fire.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's fun.
Yeah.
It's the white's turn. He is going to run forward through difficult terrain and take a at disadvantaged melee throwing axe attack at Haskell. This is not going to hit. I mean, double 21, but I imagine that still misses.
23 armor class.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You almost got there. Twice.
Good try, buddy.
This guy was the freaking champion, and that's still not good enough. Freya.
All right, second verse same as the first. Just shooting this guy with the crossbow. I was accidentally scrolled down and tried to click on the one in my inventory instead of the one in my weapons.
Yeah, that one will miss.
Well, can't hit them all.
Okay. Zombie herd. Nothing you can see. Fergus.
I'm gonna fire at the lone standing thing.
Okay. That'll hit.
And
Still up.
Still up. Yeah.
That'll
And
hit.
it's gone.
I want to see your damage first, but I'm pretty sure it'll be gone.
No, for some reason I thought it was one of those mook ones that go down after just getting hit twice.
Yep.
And then now I'll just go ahead and climb back down.
All right. You definitely hear motion coming from the door at the top of the catwalk to the south.
I think Nolgrim's going to slip out of his armor and make his way over there.
All right.
Let's see. They'll give me. I have 20 more feet of movement. And yeah, I think I'll squeeze or kind of go between these two, so I'm kind of tucked, hidden between them without actually being inside of either of them. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thrum.
All right, Thrum's got 35 movement to there. Then if he waveforms, he can go 30 feet, so that's 25. And he usually gets an attack action at the end of that movement. Would you allow him to open the store?
Oh yeah, opening the door is a free item interaction, so you can just go ahead and do that and attack if there's anything on the other side.
Oh, yeah, and he's going to attack that motherfucker.
Yep.
Wow, he found the jackpot.
Hey, and there's only two things that could possibly paralyze you.
They'd have to get through all their allies first, though.
He's raging.
Remember, the zombies count as difficult terrain. They can be moved through. Either way, I'm still waiting for your attack roll, Cope.
It's not gone through? All right, I'm going to roll again. That's probably going to,
Oh, there it
of
is.
course, pop twice.
All right, so that one got hit once and then gets back up.
He moved, he actioned, bonus action. Since he's raging, he's going to use his chain.
Don't you get two attacks if you attack as an action?
Not when he
no,
uses
his action is a
wave.
teleport. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Not
forget about
when he
that.
uses his wave.
Yep.
Listen, he's funky.
So, should I bonus action block this door?
I mean, if you get big. But
Yeah, let's
then
get-
again, these guys
Let's
are
get big, 'cause
swarms,
that
so
also, get big also adds temporary hit points after they take away these hit points. So he'll go large.
All right. Storm goes big. The ghoul's turn. Two claw attacks.
This is yay.
Taskell. Thrum has engaged.
So I have to double move on up.
All right. Hail.
I saw a giant rock barbarian and thought you were in trouble. Here comes my priest, bitches.
Okay, well, I think maybe one of the ghouls succeeded. Was it 17?
Double check. I think it's around there. Yeah, 17 exactly.
All right, so one of the ghouls takes half damage. Take out a lot of the zombies. Just temporarily move these. There we go. Ignis.
all right. She'll make her way up the ladder for a better vantage point. How much movement does it take to get up the ladder?
10 feet.
5, 10, 15 to get there. 20, 25 there. And let's see. Yeah, I think that'll be a good place for a fireball.
Nulgrim's probably missing Shatter.
Right?
All right, so it will. Where's the area effect on this fireball? It's going to be hitting.
Start. Let me. Right. This guy.
Okay, so it is going to be hitting. I'm just trying to figure out the blast area here.
Yeah.
So okay,
Roll real quick.
so all the name boys.
I'm getting pretty good at those fireball rolls. Just saying.
All right, so no matter what, this ghoul is dead, so I won't roll for him. Same with this one.
Jeez, 40 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's worth pointing out. I think this is the first time in a 5th edition game you guys have had a Blasty spellcaster on the team, and it is noticeable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So here we go.
I did comment that when we first started the group. I'm like, oh, we have no blasty people. We're gonna be single target like a motherfucker.
So 2 whites. Both fail. And then Laurels. Both succeed, but they're still extremely grievously hurt, even with half damage. And then for the Dwarferatu. Okay. Takes half damage from that. So that happened. Thrum, everyone in there that you can see, with the exception of the Dwarferatu, is very badly hurt as there's a massive fireball explosion rattling the catwalk.
He gives a
Yeah,
large
on the
cheer.
catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk.
Gonna do his little turn on the catwalk.
I imagine Ignis would shout, "You're welcome."
Yeah, shame you didn't figure out, like, tack on a meta magic. Otherwise, probably the burning damage would have killed most of these things afterwards.
Yeah, but careful spell. Wasn't
Throwing
needed.
throwing axe attacks against Thrum because they're not stupid enough to run into the spiritual weapon area where everyone gets blundered.
We got
So-
smart ones.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think
2 hits.
2 hits for a total of 11 points of damage.
Rounds down to 5.
Yep.
I'm still in these temporary hit points.
Yeah. This
14 temporary hit points is really good.
is. This is definitely one of
I
those
guess for a
encounters where
barbarian.
you guys are in control. So, Freya.
All right. I think I'm gonna look at Ignis and go, "Hey, that was a really good idea you just did."
Oh no. Man, that DC is so much higher. So, first things first, all these folks are just dead straight out here. I will roll for the Dwarferatu in a second, but the whites had 5 hit points, the ghouls had 2. Even on a successful save, they're gonzo.
Comparing the damage, I just picture Ignis being like, "Oh, that one was so cute."
Yeah, really, it was the same die, but 40 versus 18 is.
Dice are swinging
rough.
that way.
Yep. Dwarferatu.
Also, Loki was rolling the other one. You know the dice gods love Loki.
Mm-hmm.
And we could do as many of these as we want, so you better give up.
So I'm just going to go ahead and remove the ghouls and the whites from the turn order. As
There's
it's,
nobody left to give up. But this old guy.
you know what? Just because I feel like after that sustained bombardment, it makes sense. Hold on 1 second here. And this. All right. Then that section of the catwalk is just gone. I feel
Yeah,
like
that
that makes the most sense.
We don't pay a lot of attention to the fact that I think Fireball, I know in Pathfinder, it burns whatever's in, whatever's
Yeah,
flammable
like
in the ring.
these are metal, but I feel like it feels real to say that exploded in an entire
Yeah.
catwalk.
Just chips
Does
of metal
Fireball-
flying everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
To my knowledge, in at least Pathfinder, most magical fire doesn't have any actual fire properties unless it says so.
Except for fireball. It says, I'm pretty sure it says that it catches things on fire.
Yeah.
Like that and wall of fire, I think
Fireball burns anything that's burnable.
Yeah, definitely.
that and wall of fire I know does too.
Yeah, that's one of those things in Skull and Shackles. They have an entire sidebar that's like, all right, let's talk about what spells could potentially instantly destroy a ship.
Yeah, but like in Pathfinder, something like burning hands, like you can use that on a ship no problem. It doesn't set fire. It's magical fire. It doesn't actually burn anything other than what you're targeting.
Okay, so those zombies just straight die because they tried to shuffle into the spiritual weapon area and they just get mulched.
I can't see
You see them turn the corner, and all of a sudden they come into a million pieces and fall through the cracks of the walkway. Ew, it's so chunky.
Dwarferatu face palms.
Let's see. First off, he heals some hit points. He is going to dodge action because he doesn't know what to do. You know what? Actually, I'm going to retcon that. He knows exactly what to do. He's going to jump off the edge and fall into the molten lava.
Turn to mist and run away.
Turn to mist and go up through the ceiling.
That's legit. That's
honestly that. Respect.
Yep.
He takes himself out of the fight. I'm not even going to roll lava damage.
You know what? I take the L. Steps off.
I'll get you next time.
I'm just gonna call the encounter here because it's just zombie fodder, and I'm fairly certain if Taskell just stays by that door, they'll all kill themselves on you. So we'll just call that game.
Can we head in to break this machine that creates the mist like we did at the last place?
Sure. Do you want to do it exactly like you did it at the last place?
No, I'd prefer not to get chained to it again.
So out of being able to take a little bit closer look, do you say that there's like souls like in some component of that are like trying to escape or something, or no?
They're in a cage and some sort of magical spirit essence as it rotates around this vat of boiling metal is kind of like being pulled out of them and put into the metal.
I have a question as well.
Yes.
Those machines that are in the room with the tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way that Fergus looked at it and see if he might be able to basically make it force feed those tanks until they would rupture and just set them to overfill and leave? Because I imagine that would cause its own explosion if we just had them start filling up like crazy.
Those are furnaces that are there to make sure the metal stays molten until it could get pumped out. But there are controls that are around there and in the main room. I feel like that would be a Tinker's Tools check.
Yeah, I would probably ask Freya then because I do not have that skill.
And can we, while we're at it, see if we could find a way to free the spirits before we take the entire thing down, just in case if, I don't know, it destroys them in the process?
I mean, you're sensitive because you are a spirit.
You can try busting open the cage the old-fashioned way if you'd like.
Huh?
Yeah, Throne would help with that. I guess I blanked on the fact that there was a cage full of spirits in the last place that we tore down.
Well, you're kind of in the thick of it.
Yeah.
And you ran out of there as it was coming down upon you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The Tinker's Tool check, let me know.
Why don't you go ahead and do that while Nilgrim's trying to... I imagine you're using your weapon to bust it open.
Yeah. Well, were you going to, Thrum, or do you want Nilgrim to do so?
Well, it's currently dangling out over boiling metal.
Fair point. Yeah. So Nilgrim will go ahead and do that. Just roll some attacks.
No, this is one of those situations where if there's no chance of failure, then why roll?
Okay.
But first, in regards to Freya's Tinker Tool, how long until you want this place to literally melt down, Freya?
Fergus?
I wish I said it for like 10 minutes and let to get the fuck out of here.
All right, 10 minutes.
All right, you're able to measure that out. I would have said like a 15 would have been enough to like it'll happen, but you don't know when. But over 20, you get to decide. All right. So, Nulgrim, you bust open that cage, and the tortured soul fragments of dwarves gush out in a maddened frenzy, and the swarm starts to descend upon you. As I'm going to move you back to the combat map real quick.
Well, is Taskel's aura still up?
Probably not at this point. It took a couple
Okay.
minutes to bust open. So you guys can set where you'd be in the facility. I imagine like Freya's going to be by one of these machines. And Nulgrim, you're over here. Just quickly.
Nulgrim will probably be in here. You're not too far from the cage. Oh, yeah, sorry. You had me in there. Yep, thereabouts. Nulgrim probably would have been here and just had the weapon doing that from afar.
Well, I will roll for the Spectres. Ooh, good roll.
I would say Thrum would be near the machine because his original thought was after Nulgrim gets him free, he's going to figure out how to crush this machine. Because he didn't know Freya was going to be able to burn the whole place down.
Mm-hmm. Everyone else roll an initiative, or okay, just making sure.
Nah, I think I'll sit this one out. Make it fair for the undead.
He has an issue about fighting his ancestors, you know.
Mm. All right, let's see. That seems.
No, I just thought we should have just a bunch of ancestors show up and just start making yo mama jokes.
Okay, throw him at 21. Is it right this time, everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I'm looking at you.
I mean, why would we
assume
argue
they
a
have a-
lower one before, honestly?
I know, I'm just having
Yeah. I assume they have a higher dex if you want them to go first.
My home rule is that I always give preference to player characters, unless I'm doing something.
I'd prefer them to act first because I don't think he'd be anticipating what they're going to do.
What is your dex?
Good. +2.
Theirs is the same. Players win. You go first.
Okay. I guess he will total defense because I can't really. I don't have that out of game knowledge.
Yeah.
He can hit specters. Is there a role he could know if he can?
I mean,
hurt
you've
these
fought
things?
ghosts. You've fought ghosts before.
We have.
Yeah, you remember the
Well,
one
then-
in the Rocknose Mine?
Then he will use his waveform to transport over here and take the total defense action and look menacing. Maybe they'll attack him.
I thought teleportation was a action.
You got me. I forget that total defense is an action as well. Yeah, he would just be able to teleport to there. And
Wait, don't you have monk levels?
No, not anymore.
No,
I was just saying because they have patient defense, but that's different.
All right, Spectre time. They're gonna rush out the tear apart the first thing they see, as the maddening of their experience has eroded whatever identity they once had. So we're gonna get 3 attacks on Nulgrim, 2 on Thrum. So first up, Nulgrim. 1, 2, 3.
21 will hit. Other two
All
will
right.
miss.
5 necrotic damage. And what that says there, while I roll for Thrum, 1, 2, miss Thrum. Go ahead and give me your con. Okay, you good. Nolgrim.
Right. Send this thing to attack. Move that here and start with this one.
Okay.
This middle one. First attack.
That'll hit. It's magical, so it does full pop.
And second attack.
And that takes that one out. Dissipates into screeching soul stuff. Taskell, sounds like things are popping off in the other room. You're hearing more screeching ghosts than normal.
Yeah, usually it's just the one. I guess I'll head back south and climb the ladder.
I picture everything Nolgrim says now is just an echo after he says it, so it like sounds like there's a person behind him speaking at the same time.
He can go a cappella row your boat by himself.
That's
Nice.
only the second most unsettling form of communication for him. When he's possessing you, it's pure telepathic.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Taskell, you see a whole bunch of dwarven specters trying to tear Thrum and Nolgrim apart.
I use my bonus action to get here. And I'm going to just target those specters straight ahead to the right of Thrum.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to fire. 19?
That'll hit.
19
Still up.
points. Second shot.
That'll hit.
For 12.
Yeah, still a bye-bye.
I just yell over at Thrum and Nolgrim. Like, let's go! Freya's got this place ready to blow in like 10 minutes. I swear to God, I'm not coming back for Thrum's body in lava. That thing is way too big to carry.
You better come back as a ghost, motherfucker. All right, Freya, you just finished setting up this place to blow, and everyone's going deeper back in.
What are you doing?
Trying to save some of our people, but apparently they didn't want that, so...
Well, then I'm going to step over here. Oh, it's up in the air, so I probably can't.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I need to go grab some water.
Yeah, well, hurry up.
On the way out.
I know it's a bit late, I just forgot about the ability, but could I have used my obfuscate to reduce the damage I'd taken by half?
Sure. Okay. This is not the most difficult encounter, so I'm not going to hold your feet to the fire on that one.
Yeah, I'm still trying to remember all the abilities at the top of my head.
Yep. Ignis. I believe that's you, Loki.
Ah, yes. Yeah, she'll make her way up. See what all the hubbub's about. And I think it's a double move to get there, so that's her.
I think it's a real statement about high-level adventurers when it's like, oh my god, it's the shrieking souls of the damned. Hurry up, we're leaving. Like, the car's running.
Yeah. Got an appointment? And Thrum will wave teleport out. Oh, wait, shit. They're still there.
You could go.
They moved before Nolgrim, yeah. So he'll fight.
No, go. I'll catch up.
We got 10 minutes.
All right.
Way too casual.
I'm just saying it might take you a bit. Oh no, you could teleport too, so mobility's not as much of an issue.
Yeah, he can fly out. Like rain.
All right. So you dissipate one of them. It takes both attacks.
Yep.
Just go through them. I'll be right behind you. Or you can't move in that large form, right?
You can move
that's
5
Yeah,
feet at a time.
Yep.
He can move
I got you.
there. but we won't because that
Yeah.
would provoke.
Yeah.
I think it's a fair trade-off.
Yeah.
Because the teleport allows them to move, but takes away one attack.
All right, specters, both on Nilgrim. Wah.
Miss.
Nilgrim.
All right, I'll send pickaxe against this guy. Well, actually,
Oh yeah, I forgot. How far away are you from Fergus?
not 150.
Okay, just checking.
Wait, what
All right.
happened? Sorry, I was muted.
Don't worry.
So-
Wait a
Don't
minute,
worry
he's
about it.
tied to Fergus?
Don't worry about it.
I'll move the pickaxe basically into my hand, or at least on my person, so I don't leave it
Mhm.
behind, and then take 2 attacks with on that one.
Gotcha.
Now I'm even more concerned.
Now I want to see you run and see what happens.
I'm going to use because I took the piercer feat, so I'll reroll that weapon die.
All right.
So add 2 more points, so 8 damage total,
Dookie.
and second attack.
All right, so that is then 11. It is still going.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll have my turn there.
All right. Taskell.
Actually, no, I think I'll. If it's not too late, I think I'll begin withdrawing.
I mean, you'll get AOs.
I know.
Okay.
But
We got it. We're coming out.
Keep going. We're good. We're good.
So double notch 20 on both of those AOs.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
All right, let's see. Oh boy, that's some.
And then it's a
Question.
Constitution saving throw
Is-
each.
So
if
for that
he's
first
not
one, Jesus, I kind of played myself with that one.
Congratulations.
I'll use my obfuscate for that first one, reducing it by
Sure.
half.
Double natural.
Yeah.
27 and 25
You
necrotic.
That
were
was that was perfect.
You were so confident. You were so confident.
Yeah.
Wait,
Jesus, and you failed both saves.
Yep.
so do undead still have Constitution scores in 5e?
Yeah.
So your max
Weird.
hit points just got reduced by 52.
Not
you
quite,
took-
because that first one's reduced by half, but close enough.
And is that
Oh.
after you take that damage? So does that kill you?
Oh, I still got hit points.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, I still got hit points.
I mean, it's a good chunk, but I sure
Yeah,
hope
it's a good chunk.
that doesn't one hit kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Double
it's
tap.
technically 2
Tap.
hits.
All right.
I thought
You're keeping
your
track of what
poltergeist
your
form
normal
was
total
real
is, so-
low hit points, like
Yeah,
65 hit points.
you can see
or
it there. So basically, in the hit point maximum, I just put the minus and then the 37. So
Gotcha.
that's
Now it's Taskell's turn. As you see Nilgrim be like, no, it's fine, we're leaving. And then the ghost just dives.
no. It's
through
more
his
of we need to get out of here
torso.
before this place goes, and then fuck that hurt. Oh, that fucking hurt.
Turns out ghosts hit you normal.
No, for sure.
You're
Can't you just ghost them back?
Taskell.
Yes. You know, it's probably swiftly approaching not that useful anymore. I still have charges on it, and we established it doesn't recharge.
Mhm.
So instead of grabbing a weapon, I will grab this wand of acid arrow and use it on one of these ghosts.
That'll hit. You. All right, which one are you targeting? Left or right?
Let's go with this one. Left.
All right. Most certainly takes full pop from that. And if I remember correctly, it'll take 4 next turn. So it's still up, but it is bloodied.
Actually, yeah, that's one. Yeah, 4 next turn.
Mhm.
Okay.
Bergosio.
Fergosio.
Bergosio.
I prefer Fergoceroni.
I was gonna say I prefer that one too.
Sticking to Fur Goose.
I was thinking the fur.
Fergalicious. 15 against the one next to throw.
All right, that'll hit.
18.
Takes it out.
And I will go ahead and shoot the other one. 13.
I believe that hits.
7 still up.
Still up.
Okay, I'm just gonna spend an action surge and try to get this thing down so we can leave.
All right, if you hit, it'll probably take it out. That'll hit. Yep, it's gone.
Okay, are we good? Playing with ghosts now? Are we done? Good, I'm leaving.
Well, I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
I mean, clearly I'm not either. I just shot and killed 2 of them.
You're alone.
All right, I'll move you back to the other map again. So, for context, Nolgrim's body is normally like a glowy blue ethereal substance, and it still is, but in his chest region, there is now like a hole that has like this blackish gray smudge that looks like something crawled through his chest with like claw marks, and it's just kind of there.
Ignis,
I like that
I dare you to
everyone
go
side
poke that.
glances at it, but no one talks about it openly because, you know.
Oh no, I tell Ignis to go poke the hole.
That's a low bar even for me.
So can we heal you like a normal character?
Yes.
With the exception of the hit point maximum being reduced at the current time, so I'm only missing 2 hit points technically.
You were so confident. You were
That's
so
funny.
confident.
Again, it wasn't as much confidence because I knew I'd be able to weather the hits, but in characters like, okay, this place is going down. Let's just start going.
Oh, I'm referring to you out of character right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Loki. You're
Gotcha.
like, no, I'll be fine. Double natural 20. Now.
Right.
It's like
Right.
40 health you can't have, but to
Yep.
take a long rest.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have anything that can help you with that.
Yeah. Nope, me either.
Well, let's get out of here before the place blows up.
We can long rest after the explosion, not in it.
Now remember,
As we
If
slowly
you're
walk
cool, you're
away.
not going to look at the explosion when it happens.
Absolutely.
We should put
Slow
some
walk. Don't look back.
in us.
Bird slow walks away, shrapnel pings him in the back of the head.
Because they're gonna be soon because that Dwarferatu got away.
Mm.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we just walked next to a Colossus.
I just recently saw, and then I'll narrate what happened, so hold on. Stop moving
Okay,
for a second.
sorry.
Run away!
I just recently saw that movie, Violent Night. The
I
Die
love that
Hard, but
movie.
with actual,
I love
know,
it
it's
so much.
Great.
It was
It's-
so
I-
good.
It wasn't a Christmas movie, but all right, it was a Christmas movie, but I didn't watch it in Christmas season. I just saw it.
I
I'm like,
watched it on
watch
Christmas
now.
Day with my wife, and it was
Yeah.
great.
Oh, dude,
Yep.
there's so many things about that movie I love. One, I love that when he put a grenade on a guy, he starts to walk away, and then he stops, and he goes, "No, I have to look," and he turns around and watches it explode.
My favorite was the
Awesome.
death at the very end, the final kill of the
Oh,
movie
good. Yep.
I-
with the
have-
chimney.
I have such respect for that bad guy that he
Oh, yeah.
got irrefutable proof that Santa Claus is real. And his first thought is, that means if I kill you, I kill Christmas. And then he 1v1 Santa.
Yeah, I know. That was impressive. Also, I'm so glad it was John Leguizamo.
Yeah,
I
he's
love
great.
that guy.
I have to be honest. I think I've heard of this movie, but I never went and saw it, and literally don't know anything about it because I think I just assumed it was like a scary Christmas movie, like the ones that.
Oh no, it's
No.
it's comically
Yeah.
bloody action movie.
Yeah.
But I think I just heard the name Violent Night, and I was like, okay, so this is like Krampus. This is like they're doing.
Oh, it's nothing like Krampus. It's,
No,
it's
no,
way
it-
better than Krampus.
Think what was it not Mission Die Hard, you know how it's contingent, is it a Christmas movie, is it not? It's
Mhm.
like we'll go the same vein, but it'll be definitively a
Yeah,
Christmas
it is
movie.
It's like
definitively
Die
a-
Hard mixed with the blood play of Kill Bill, and
Yeah.
but definitely Christmas.
But what?
Yeah.
What? Someone telling me that Die Hard is their favorite Christmas movie tells me is that they don't like Christmas movies.
No, this was definitely a Christmas movie. Outside of the obvious Christmas theming, there's some Christmassy like.
And the main character is
messages
fucking
in there.
Santa Claus.
The main character is Santa Claus.
But the original roots, the Norse roots.
Santa
Also,
Claus.
I even liked all the side characters.
Yeah.
Like when the
Yeah.
two
Alright,
parents get together
spoilers
and start
are-
beating the
are
shit out of that
crushing me.
guy with the son.
I gotta AFK for a minute.
Okay.
Oh, do you want to just take a bio then?
Yeah, works for me.
Since you guys just exploded this smeltery.
And the guy from X-Men is after us, so that's fun.
But yeah, that is a very enjoyable movie. I think they said they were working on a sequel. Could be wrong.
I'd be down for it. Honestly, I hope they just do it with a bunch of major holidays. It's never always Santa. Next one have the Easter Bunny. Just make it stupid. I don't care.
Also, the graphically realistic Home Alone segment.
Yeah. For a second, I thought you said Home Alone sexy, and I'm like, whoa, I didn't see that in the movie. Either one of them.
Hey, Macaulay Culkin's legal now.
I don't think that's the biggest issue there. I, for the longest time, thought the guy that was in Scott Pilgrim was Macaulay Culkin, but it was actually his brother.
Mhm.
God, I actually want to watch Scott Pilgrim again. It's been a while since I watched it last.
It's good.
So one of the people in my other group
Mhm.
is running their own group now.
Mhm.
But they're doing it. Have you heard of that one called Carbon Pink?
Oh.
It's the think not Shadowrun. That one God, what is it called? It's Cyberpunk gone sexual.
Ah,
It's basically the softcore porn's Cyberpunk.
interesting.
But she's running that for another group. And she had to share with me the fact that she made a where's the magical item that she made? It's ancestral anal beads. So I'm like, I don't know what to do with this, but you do you, I guess.
Yeah.
I just walked in and I heard Richard go cyberpunk gone sexual.
Oh, at least it isn't the heirloom elf sex slave.
That's interesting choice.
Yeah.
I mean, if everyone's having fun, I'm not one to judge, but
Different strokes for different folks, and that did not mean to be an innuendo in any way. I'm just telling them that now.
no.
Hey, look, I think everyone who's at the
And
ancestral,
yet both it and the beads were.
I think everyone who's at the ancestral anal beads table wants to be there. So
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I did stress the point that even if you talked about it with the people before, make sure you establish ground rules before you start playing heavily.
Yeah.
Because that can get out of control way fast. I've seen a lot of horror stories about people that I've actually played with.
oh,
Yep. You see, I'm not one to criticize people's RPG taste because I'm kind of the guy that would be willing to go like the other way, where it's like, what if we do a non-combat one where we just simulate running a farm or something like that? Like I would be down for a full-on non-combat slice of life game.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the other direction. So I'm not one to judge.
Isekai where we have to build a farm.
I mean, as long as everyone's having fun, it's good.
I was tempted one time, like, I would like to play at one point, like, another game where you, like, are, like, starting in, like, fucking, like, Stone Age kind of stuff.
Loki's got something he's thinking about for that.
That sounds like it could be fun.
I believe we're still just waiting. Is Loki gone?
I don't know.
sounds like yes.
Yeah, take that. I think he's still bioing.
Yeah, I'll have to check out Violent Night because I totally just assumed it was a movie that it is not at all apparently like.
I think it's on Amazon Prime now. That's where I watched it. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can just watch it without needing to buy anything.
Have any of you guys seen the new Spider-Verse?
I've
Not yet. I was sick last week, so I couldn't get to the
One have.
movies.
It's definitely going to be the next movie I go see in theaters because
Mhm.
I really liked the first one. So
Oh yeah, I've heard lots of good things.
it's going to be hard to beat the first one. But
Mhm.
we'll see.
I don't know why, but I heard a lot of people are sad at the ending of that movie.
Well, they already said that they split it into 2 movies, so it has a cliffhanger ending.
I'm kind of nervous about it because one of my big criticisms of the first film was the like 3 or so Spider-Men that are just like there for comic relief and there's no real point to them.
Yeah, fun characters, but they're not main
Like-
characters.
John Mulaney Spider Pig,
Mhm.
like very very funny guy. Definitely a role that let him shine. But then like, why is there the anime Spider Lady?
Mhm.
And I love Nicolas Cage, but like, what did Spider Noir do?
Yeah.
Like, why was he there? He was just kind of there for the jokes. And I just kind of feel like with the sequel, I've seen it advertised as like, there's going to be so many more Spider-Men. And I'm like, okay.
Mm.
But I pretty much go see any Spider-Man movie that comes out. Because, I mean, that's an American staple right there.
Mm.
I've seen every Spider-Man movie, I believe. Unless there's like a super new one from Marvel that came out.
Not since No Way Home.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've seen them all then.
I enjoyed that movie. I think my favorite scene of that entire movie, No Way Home, was just the 3 different live action Spider-Men just sitting around and just like chatting about being superheroes,
Mm-hmm.
like actual like character small talk.
Yeah, that movie was good because it was like a Spider-Man tribute movie. It
Mhm.
kind of requires you to have been like, I would say you can enjoy that movie if you've kept up with like 2 of these 3 Spider-Men.
Yeah.
But if you're like only there for what's his name?
So are there multiple Spider-Men?
Yeah, so in No Way Home they did kind of the multiverse plot, but they did it with all the Spider-Men that have been live action. So they literally have Sam Raimi's Spider-Man come into the universe with what was a Sony Spider-Man reboot,
Yeah.
the Marvel MCU Spider-Man, and they go on this adventure or whatever.
Yeah, because it was a reference and a joke about the fact that the Spider-Man movie franchise has been rebooted 3 times within our lifetime.
So like Tobey Maguire is playing one Spider-Man. What's his name? The second Spider
Andrew Garfield.
Garfield.
So do they just break the fourth wall on it?
No,
It's like a
they.
part of the plot. They're literally coming from the universe they're from.
Mhm.
So it's like a sequel to all of the movies, kind of. It's ending out, obviously, the first 2. But it's not like they don't break the fourth wall or anything. It's a part
Yeah.
of.
Does that happen in the comics where there are different Spider-Man comic worlds?
Yeah, it's a.
Okay.
Yeah,
So there was a precedent for it.
Yes.
Yeah. Spider-Man has had multiverse plots going on for forever.
Yeah.
There's a fucking universe in the comics where Spider-Man's a car and his name is Peter Parked Car.
That is the one thing I have heard about
Jesus.
the Across the Spider-Verse movie. Is apparently it's not separate continuities anymore, Michael. any source of media, including toys, cartoons, movies, and TV shows that have Spider-Man, are canonically linked now, including video games as well, which is it's a lot. Apparently, like, there was a cameo from the Spider-Man from the Insomniac Spider-Man video games that they're making. One of the Spider-Man cartoons that everyone loved was in there, apparently.
One of the things I always found was funny was you can find all these Stan Lee interviews where he's talking about he loves Spider-Man because it could be anyone behind the mask and how it was done like by accident. And then I'm sitting there, yeah, but it is kind of funny that 90% of them are a white guy named Peter Parker. And just like 3, there's like a black guy over there and like one of them's a
To be fair to Stan Lee, most of those weren't his choice.
I think most of the multiverse stuff gets pretty out of control pretty fast, but
yeah, it does.
Which is why I thought the first Spider-Verse movie was pretty good, because it's like not something they can control or anything. It's just and they kept it pretty toned down for that first movie.
Mm-hmm. It was the one thing. Man, look, he's still gone. It is the one thing. I actually really enjoyed the last Ant-Man movie more than everyone else was criticizing on it, Quantumania. It wasn't like the perfect Marvel movie, but I still enjoyed it. One of the best things in the entire movie, in my opinion, was at the very end, after they defeat the bad guy, Kang the Conqueror, and they knew that he was a multiverse / time traveler. So they knew that there was other versions of him out there in the multiverse. So at the very end of the movie, when Ant-Man's all done and he's like happily going about his business, he has this moment where like the existential dread of realizing that he just defeated one of infinite number of versions of the exact same guy. And he's like, wait, does my victory actually mean anything? Is everyone I know going to die? And then it holds on that moment and he goes, yeah, best not to think about it. And then he just goes away. Is one of the favorite bits because they fully acknowledge the existential dread of what infinite multiverse would be.
I haven't seen it because I just can't keep up with all the Marvel movies.
That's fair. For me, it's at this point where I realize I've actually seen every single Marvel movie in theaters, and that's like 40 movies at this point. So I'm like, I have to keep it going. It's a bragging rights thing now to see every single one in theaters.
See them for me because I get in and then I start watching them and they have these clear moments where like they'll expect you to know something or like they hold on something because you're supposed to like put it together with another movie you've seen or like
that is an issue.
Just they don't talk, they don't explain this character enough and you look it up and it's like, oh, you're supposed to have watched fucking Arm Fall Off Boy 3. That's his first appearance if you want to see this guy's story.
Yeah, no, that's a very fair criticism.
No, but if they did make an Arm Fall Off Boy movie, I would go see that. Iconic superhero. I think it's who you have as the
Yep, that's the image for my Attack of the B team. Still trying to figure out how that would be helpful.
I think he can still control the arms when they fall off. So like maybe like long range melee combat.
Still kind of weak sauce.
Yeah, and like they're on the ground, so like what are they gonna grab your ankles? I don't know. Yeah, I don't actually know what he's from.
I think in DC Comics, I think they made a joke about him in the newest Suicide Squad movie where he dies at the beginning.
Damn. Why they gotta do arm fall off boy like that? Also, is he like a horrible criminal? Why was he with the Suicide Squad?
Apparently, he was played by Nathan Fillion.
God damn. What's he been doing with those arms? Convicted for armed robbery. Did Loki like lock himself out of his room or something?
I don't know. He's been gone a long time. He's still on call. His connection's good. I guess this is one way to pad out my prep time, but God.
Phenomena. Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do.
So, Richard, where do you stand on the One Piece debate? Do you think Shanks is a swordsman or a guy with a sword?
I've seen that argument so many times. I think he's just a guy with a sword.
He's clearly a guy with a sword.
No way he's a swordsman. Okay, but don't they classify that Baroque Works member whose body turns into blades as a swordsman?
Yeah, I know. So here is my theory. I think Hawkeye did see him as like a rival for swordsmanship, but now Hawkeye refuses to fight him because he's one-handed. So even if he wins, that means he beat someone who's in a weakened state, and if he loses, that means he lost to a swordsman with one arm.
It's like punching a girl in middle school. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of like, how can he call himself the greatest swordsman if he's not going to fight him, right?
Right.
So I guess I could see that. So that kind of expels him from being a swordsman.
Yeah, at least that's why I think why Mihawk doesn't consider him like his rival, like the way that the kind of is going, because he probably did at one point, but missing an arm, no matter what you do, win or lose, they're not going to think it was a fair fight.
I just think it's such a funny argument to try and argue that, no, he has a sword. All his attacks are with a sword, but he's not a swordsman. Okay? A completely different thing. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Really should catch up on that now that Wanda's over.
They're going on a month-long hiatus for the manga, so...
I mean, to be fair, the guy's been working like nonstop for years.
Oh, he's only going on a hiatus because he's having eye surgery or something.
Yeah. No, if it wasn't for the fact that medical would not allow him to do it, he would still be working. That guy is insane.
Meanwhile, I think Hunter x Hunter is still on like its fifth half-a-year-long hiatus between chapters.
Yeah. To be fair, that guy's had how many times has he had cancer?
I don't know if the cancer.
I don't like Hunter x Hunter.
I listen to. I have some friends who are into it, and then I ask him like, okay, why isn't he working on it right now? And I think one of them said that he has arthritis. I was like,
the only two I know about is one time he had cancer. A second time the hiatus happened because there was that big earthquake that happened in Japan a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then
after that, I don't know.
Or like scoliosis or something.
Also, the guy's married to the person who wrote Sailor Moon. They're probably busy doing other things.
Yeah, they probably don't have to do anything for money ever.
Well, yeah. But it kind of sucks for anyone who wants to read that manga.
I cry and a fan of George R.R. Martin, okay? I used to be a fan of him until 12 years later. He still hasn't written a goddamn book.
Same. That motherfucker got a paycheck, went to Vegas, and got laid, and he's never been back to his desk.
I saw a picture of him at the writer's strike. I'm like, wow, so everyone's joined you now, huh?
He was writer striking
I
before.
know which way you were going to take that. Like, why'd they let you in? You don't write anymore.
No, he was just ahead of the curve.
He knew it was coming, so he started 12 years ago.
Listen, it could be worse. You could be like Kenneth and I, who are fans of Terry Pratchett. He's dead.
Yeah.
No, that's an excuse.
I mean, to be fair, it is.
I
Guys,
could handle that.
he died of Alzheimer's. It's very
I mean,
sad.
that's a
It
rough
is.
way to go, especially for the family. But God damn it, at least he has an excuse. George Martin has no excuse.
I do appreciate how he used the fact that he had Alzheimer's to the advantage to troll his friends, which was pretty good.
What did he do?
He's friends with another famous author named Neil Gaiman, and because they worked on a book series together, Good Omens, and he calls Neil Gaiman up one day. This is after he's getting on with the Alzheimer's. He says, "I'm writing my memoirs, and I'm having something that I was struggling to remember, and I was hoping you could help me." And then Neil Gaiman's like, "Oh, of course, yeah, I can help you. I'll be your memory, my friend." He goes, "Okay, you remember when you and I were doing the book tour of Good Omens?" And he goes, "Yes." He goes, "And we went on that radio show in America, and the guy thought that everything we were talking about in the book was actually factual, and we were having a good laugh about that." And he goes, "Yeah, I kind of remember that." And then Terry Pratchett goes, "Okay, and then remember after that, we went out and we got pissed drunk, and then we started wandering the streets of Denver singing this one pub song that we know." He goes, "I don't really remember that." And he goes, "Yeah, anyway, so Neil, what I'm asking, do you remember the name of that street we were walking down?" He's like, "Fuck you, man. You have Alzheimer's."
One more author that I'm pissed that he hasn't finished his books is the guy who wrote Name of the Wind. He wrote 2 books and then stopped.
Patrick Office, yeah.
Yeah.
I love those 2 books. I'm just like, when's the 3rd coming out?
I'm like, Jesus, you couldn't even get to a 3rd book, and somehow the 3rd book is supposed to finish everything.
Has he just given up on it? Because, I mean, last I heard, he's still trying to put it together.
He says that, but like, how are you going to finish all the threads you started in those 2 books in one more book?
Yeah, no, for sure. But at the same time, how much larger was the 2nd book compared to the 1st book?
I mean, it was a little larger, but I still finished it roughly the same amount of time. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But again, I'm not saying that he shouldn't take his time writing.
Yeah.
But this seems a little excessive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how intricate is his writing? I mean, because it feels like there are so many layers there that it's like fitting together a 3-dimensional puzzle.
Listen, I remember I finished his 2 books, and then I saw him on the 1st season of Critical Role. So he's had time.
He's made guest appearances. He could have sacrificed.
And that was after
time.
the first 2 books. That wasn't during book 1, okay?
Yeah. But so you're wanting to give him the Timian treatment.
Yep. Just lock him in a basement.
Strap him to a desk until it's done.
Anyway,
sit down. This guy next to you is George Martin. Y'all don't talk.
The last thing I'll say, I just want to share one more Terry Pratchett funny thing, then we'll get back to it. He showed up at a convention to man his own booth, and he was wearing a T-shirt he had custom made. It said, "Tolkien is dead. Rowling was too expensive. Hi, I'm Terry Pratchett."
Nice.
He was a great
Rowling
guy
expensive
at the time.
Rowling
isn't bought any of the books.
Still.
Yeah.
Hey, you meant J.K. Rowling? That's what I heard.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling. Yeah.
Yeah, she nickels and dimes everyone for everything. Like anything she's on, or like she gets ridiculous fucking money for. Which, to be fair, I'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
Just business.
Maybe not as much for like the conventions and stuff like that, just because I feel like the fans appreciate it. But hey, money's money.
I feel like she wasn't really a fan of what she was doing, and that's why she charges so much to go sit and put up with it.
Yeah, I could see her as being the sort that she doesn't actually want to spend time with the fans.
Mm-hmm.
There are like two.
All right. Anyone else we can trash before we get back to this?
On recording, by the way. See how many cease and desist we could get.
Wait, are we recording?
Today we're calling out.
Because I don't see a recording started on my screen, so.
No, it's right there for mine.
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe because I started later because my headset was fucking up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today
Or
we're
Kenneth just has it arranged so you never know when he's recording you.
Barack
Just got you
Obama.
permanently muted.
This is fair.
That's right, Obama. We got beef.
It's easy to hate the rich, but do you have the bravery to hate the poor?
You know, that's what I'm trying to say.
I think a lot of people seem to hate the poor.
Yeah.
I
A
feel
lot
like
of them are poor too. Anyway,
as a society, we try to condition people to hate the poor. Anyway, back to this.
Yes.
So, the smeltery melts down as you hear a very large thundery footsteps as something seems to be moving towards the hubbub.
It's in the blast radius.
It didn't explode; it literally melted down, which means
I
it
know.
just kind of popped down.
I was hoping a bit, but then again,
that giant
so
from the
much.
fungal jungle.
You wish you could kill that thing pretty easily now.
Well, we have to ever go back there. We just kick its ass and make it our bitch. Have it be
And
guarding our
fucking
pathways.
Ass.
So am I still free to keep moving?
Would be a kind leader.
Go ahead.
next time he'll be waiting for us at the smeltery.
There's a wall. There's a wall.
I feel like that's a good place to rest and lay low for a bit.
Oh yes, right in the corner.
No way out.
Exactly. Well, for at least for those of you that can't go through solid objects.
Touche.
If we don't make it, you go to hell.
Super hell, in fact.
Well,
Are we in a
yeah.
Miston again?
Yeah, looks like it. Oh, looks like we might be able to just follow the cables.
Yeah, you're in an area of barren stone, no buildings, large pipes, and then you just found another stockpile of a shit ton of golems and war machines that are all being marched out and lined up.
Like not actively marching, right?
Not the all of them, but it seems new ones that have just been manufactured are being put into the lineup.
Oh, well, that might be where they're crafting the gold. Do you think they're crafting these things at the Golem Foundry?
Perhaps, maybe even possibly. Keep looking.
Perhaps even probably.
If you're wondering where they're marching from, they're marching up from this direction.
Okay.
Let's find out.
Careful. I think this might be Colossus area.
Does it look like we found the building?
That is another one of those buildings where they are grinding up the ores pulled from the bottom.
Gotcha.
Follow the blue line.
And just gonna say, wouldn't be opposed if we wanted to consider taking a long rest sometime soon, because
I just wanted to try to get us away
Okay.
from the Colossus.
Yep, no, understandable, but feels like we're moving right back towards him.
Yeah.
Right now we're in the shadow of the Colossus.
I wanted to basically get past this mine station, then find somewhere safer. If that's okay with everyone else. Otherwise, we can go back and see if we can find that hidey hole that we came from. But that's a little close.
So I think one thing I just need to have clarified
Yep.
is Freya's suit with us, and that I'm piloting it to keep it mobile, or did we
Yeah.
leave it behind somewhere?
I mean, that's up to you guys.
And I'm thinking we pilot and bring it with, but
Yeah.
not exactly the stealthiest thing, but still good to have handy. So okay,
Well,
I think
if
if
there
you
are a
don't,
bunch of golems down here, couldn't you just take one of those over, Freya?
They are made of that black iron, so who knows what it's going to do to your skull.
Not to
I think
mention,
they-
it needs to be hollow.
Yeah.
They're all controlled by the crown.
yeah.
Correct.
So if I got
So-
a hold of Crown I could use him, but other than that, no.
So I think in future fights, I might, if you let me just say whether or not I start the fight in the suit or not.
Sure.
Okay.
It'll just give you AC. It doesn't give you hit points, just so as you know.
Right, but also an attack. It could be.
Let me know
pretty
if I
nice.
need to stop, by the way.
Yeah, you're still good.
And yeah, I know it doesn't give me hit points or anything like that, but it's a nice big obstacle.
Mm-hmm.
Red wire.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Looks like they're heading our way.
Mm-hmm. There's definitely some zombies heading your way. You hear the shuffling feet of workers. Do
Trying
you
to
wish to
avoid
engage them, or do you want to try to
Pull up.
hide them? Because they were technically moving into your space. I just hit them.
We would have skirted around.
Yeah.
All right. Group stealth check then.
If you're in that suit, it's probably going to be a disadvantage for Nolgrim, huh?
Yeah.
Oof. Oh.
we just,
no hiding from these guys.
Triple one.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
They are
it's
zombies,
Basically a one.
God.
I was gonna say
Oh,
we, just,
we're fighting. All right.
Okay.
we just pile some rocks around the suit
Jeez.
and come back.
Right. So for the audience, that's a 10, 7, 7, 8, and 9.
Oh, Lord.
But Thrum's
Three of
18
which
makes
were
up for
natural.
all of that.
Oh, no, that's
Wow.
bad. That's the worst stealth roll we've ever had.
So I'm curious how you're gonna narrate just this travesty.
I feel like 3 people trip at once, and all the metal falls into these large pipes that are across it, and it just you ever like hit a septic tank with a shovel, and it just goes gong.
Yeah.
It's like that. So it's a couple natural ones. I'm gonna start moving the Colossus your way. So real question is, you wanna slug it out with a massive fuck off horde of zombies, or does Taskell just want to burn one channel divinity and just probably nuke all of them all at once and save an initiative roll?
Haven't used any today, so might as well if that's an option.
Yep, that's an option in this case.
Definitely the way to go.
So large
I don't know. You
sounds.
guys were so quiet. We could probably get away.
We are so lucky that wasn't the Colossus. That that would have been a bad
I
time.
would like this to be for the record,
Yeah.
just for to be known. Thrum is a pile of rocks, and everyone else fucked up.
Listen, he
Well, keep in
blends
mind,
in with the environment.
He's probably moving in that like teleportation step sort of thing. He's just instant transmissioning around.
What do you mean?
I
He's
mean,
like
yo,
fucking
you
wizened
gotta
old
remember,
ranger.
before he became Pile of Rocks, he was a ranger, so he is probably the second most stealthy in the group.
He's doing like that fucking dune step to not notify the sandworms, bro.
Side swipe, hop, hop.
Looks like we're in another place if we want to try to find a hidey hole.
Yeah, I think this looks as solid of a place to lay low.
Would it be like a perception or like an investigation or a survival, I guess you said before, to try to find somewhere that's safe to hide?
Yes, it's a survival. And then every hour that you're hiding there, I'm doing a GM roll to see if anything discovers you.
Survival 21.
Okay.
Did I assume someone was helping me when I did this?
Imagine Olgrim, or not Olgrim, but
Yeah.
Thrum probably would have.
Yeah. So yeah, we find somewhere to hold up and probably try to get a long rest in because some of us are tore up from the floor up.
Everyone looks at.
And it has been a really long day. I mean, it's been, 2 episodes, and we haven't had a long rest yet?
Didn't you have a long rest last episode?
Yeah, it was after we got out of that. Basically,
Listen, we fought some vampire dwarves. We broke down another factory, and now we've been on the run from the Colossus again.
Yeah, and how big are these squares?
I have no fixed size. It's just it is a city, so you can see the buildings. It's not
we've
miles.
traveled 78 city blocks. I'm ready for a rest.
Weakness.
Okay, I don't have shoes. literally have flat feet.
Start every combat flat-footed.
Mm-hmm.
Joints are like stone.
So now we find out if something finds us during the night. First hour, Colossus walks right up into us, opens the door.
Hello.
Sup, cucks?
I'm charging my laser. Blah.
I think we got off to a bad start, fellas.
No,
We're
no,
trying
no.
to contact
He says
you
we
about
got
your
off.
robot suit's extended warranty.
We got off to the wrong foot. Steps on you.
Sounds way too happy. This is about to be bad.
Yes. All right, just one moment here. So, how about that sports game?
Yes, sports ball. I know all about that.
The best at sports ball. Go team sports ball.
When they took the ball and they put it in the thing. Whew.
Scored the points with the field, yes.
Oh man, the number of times I've been working and some random stranger walks past me and he's like, "What's the score?" I'm like, "I don't know." Like,
Look at
he
the
just-
fucking screen.
he just saw that I was a dude and he assumed that I was like tied into the Viking game via bloodstream.
I don't
Last,
understand. How he
Last I
didn't
heard,
know
the quarter pounder scored a touch
is on
grass.
the screen. It's like an overlay over the whole fucking game. You should just be able to glance at the screen and see the fucking score.
Oh, he was walking into a Costco. Next time someone does that to me, I'll just tell them they're losing. Anyway,
What's the score?
Fergus.
It's gulp.
Tell me, what do you dream about?
That's a good question. I did establish a while back, back when he had died, like he does have a recurring dream of just kind of standing at the beach, like watching like the waves crash against the shore.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, when
That's
it's
a
not
valid
like,
answer.
yeah,
I'll
I mean,
use that.
I'll go with that. That's
Okay.
like a recurring dream he's had regularly. So
All right. You are sitting upon the white, sandy beaches, seeing a sunrise in your dreams. I imagine you probably have your shoes off because that seems like something that you'd do.
oh yeah, this would be full like
Mhm.
romance novel cover. He's just wearing just some pants, no shoes, no shirt.
Yeah, because the water is piss. The ocean is 5% fish urine.
5%. That's rather low.
I was more so going for like, don't pee in your dreams or else you'll
But as you're looking out over the waves crashing on the floor, on the floor, on the beach, words. I was not built to use them.
the
I feel
water
it.
flow.
They do fight back on occasion.
Oh God, why can't I just be a tech priest already? It's so much easier. Something.
Well, you know, when like 14 out of 15 of the Neuralink monkeys died. So, you know, teething troubles.
Mhm. We're getting there. Soon the Omnissiah will let me replace the weakness of my flash. Something in your dream changes, Fergus. There is a smell. A smell of burning and of smoke. And then you kind of get that, you know how you have sometimes that like human sixth sense that like even without looking, you can tell that there's like someone right next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get that feeling that there's someone just standing to your right as you're looking out over the ocean.
Turn to the right and step to the left.
You see Bendrak Trinehammer, arms clasped behind his back, wearing his mithril armor that's being corrupted by the black iron arm piece he's got on, and he's looking out over the sunrise.
Didn't expect to see you here.
Hey, say what you will, but that is quite the view.
So are we really speaking, or am I? Did I get high before I went? What's going on here?
I'm currently walking in your dreams.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I am a king. You're my subject. Tell me. Still looking at the sunlight. Satiate my curiosity. Which one of your party is the heir? Every time one of these dwarven adventurers come into my city, seeking to overthrow me, there's some puff-chested person seeking to usurp my throne. They die, like the rest. But I'm curious. It was the Grudge Blade, wasn't it?
No, definitely not him. He's just the most dwarvy of the bunch of us.
He got better.
Well, I feel like if you're gonna ask me a question, I should ask you one as well. Why all of this? What do you need to conquer so bad that you killed everybody to make them undead and then made some kind of monster robot army?
He's looking out over the ocean. Couldn't be the rock one. No.
Well, I mean, he is closest to the Earth.
True untraditional. Maybe the priest? You'd better speak up soon. I can hold this dream as long as I wish. You could spend a year in here.
I mean, worst sights to have for a year, I
That was
suppose.
a good time.
Why do you want to know so bad? Like,
Curiosity. Production is necessary, and I have much to run, but I'm not above idle thoughts. Besides, you'll be dead soon. This is not a threat, it is a fact. And it'll be more tiresome to ask you questions after. And when I was discussing with the Grudge Blade, you were the only one amongst your number that seemed receptive.
question, Gombo.
Mhm.
Like, what is the relation with me and him? Is he like a great uncle or something? Or how is that
You
working?
are descended from his grandmother.
Okay.
I'll relink the family tree so you can kind of see where you splinter off.
But yeah, you're basically right, like a great uncle then.
Yeah. There is a blood relation, but it's by no means direct. I should make an updated version of this because I got more character names and stuff now. So you can kind of see that.
Yeah, Bendrack Triumph Hamper. So
You come from one of the younger siblings of Fathrun Trinehammer, one of the children of Strega Trinehammer, the second ruler.
gotcha. Well, if you must know, Uncle, I'm your guy.
He turns and looks at you for the first time since invading your dreams. And he looks you up and down, barefoot, shirtless, beard in the short beard.
Yeah, like it was just like it's like a goatee with a mustache.
And you've gotten a lot of dressings down from other dwarves for not being terribly dwarfy.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not one of those times. He more just looks disappointed isn't the right word, but like underwhelmed. Like, really?
I mean, that's what everyone tells me. I don't believe it either. I think this is all just a farce, and they just needed a scapegoat myself.
So you believe that in the impossible hypothetical you usurp my throne, they're just going to, what, throw you into a pit?
Oh no, they'll probably try to make me a puppet figure of anything, but you know, I would deal with that if it comes to pass. But at the moment, I'm really curious why all of this. I know you have no desire to answer me, and you don't have to, I'm sure. But surely you want someone to understand why, and you're not. No one's ever going to understand unless you tell them why. I gotta say, this is even weird for dwarven standards, and I've seen a lot of weird shit where they just want to build shit. This seems bizarre. Like, are you as corrupted as they say from this black iron shit? Or did you have a goal in mind that just nobody knows? Are you afraid of something?
He holds up the black iron gauntleted hand. He says, "This is a tool, just like any other. There'll be those out there who will tell you that some tools are forbidden, ones that we should not touch. That is because they are scared, and I am not."
Can I insight to see if he's actually afraid of something? Like when he says that? Like he has like a hint of something he's not telling
Go
me?
ahead.
Just because I want to.
Mm-hmm.
20?
Let me do it real quick. You detect a distinct and disturbing lack of any kind of fear. Like, there is a healthy amount of fear someone should have, but when it goes too far the other way, then it becomes like a zealot, the person that would walk into the fire willingly,
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy that's so absolutely 10,000% sure that he is right. That he would burn the world before admitting, seceding a single step.
Okay. So yeah, when he's saying this, like, so what makes you such a confident man behind this tool? Clearly there's something that you're striving towards. Conquest is all great and everything, but there has to be an end goal, wouldn't there be?
Hey.
Conquest for conquest's sake is just silly.
What is your name?
My name is Fergus. How you doing?
Tell me, Fergus, do you have something that you love?
Few things. Gotta be honest, nothing I really want to tell you about. Too many people have already pried into that information.
And what would you do if what you loved was going to be destroyed in front of your eyes?
That's a hard question to answer.
What would you sacrifice? Think of the thing that you love the most in the entire world, and you're telling me you wouldn't boil that ocean there to see it safe.
I would say Fergus probably actually takes quite a long while to think about this. He's actually pondering this seriously. Like, what would I do? What would I sacrifice? And he says this out loud, and he's still not looking at the guy, just looking at the ocean. To be quite honest, probably myself first, and if I can't save them with that, well, we'll see each other at the end. There's a time and a place for sacrifice, and I should not be making those decisions for others. I know that's kind of a weird thing to answer for someone who's supposed to be a king if we defeat you. But I don't have a better one.
Unfit for the throne, then.
That's what I've been saying. But we'll see what happens. And imagine you're busy. You probably don't want to spend all your time chatting with a guy by an ocean.
Of all the heirs they send to the throne, you are by far and away the most peculiar, but also the most miserable.
And you are also the most disappointing relative I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. So we're both disappointed here.
That's a really high bar too. Jesus.
And I knew my father, and he made other dwarves look sober.
It is the point of the king to make decisions for all. To stand above and see the greater vision. I see that. That is what I am working for. My army is done, and all that is needed to be slayed is slain, and there will be paradise upon this world. The factories may lay idle, for all the threats are gone. You bemoan a few million souls and some superficial ugliness of methods. When it is done, the world I create, weak, soft-bellied fops like you can cling close to whatever they hold dear and be glad that it is no longer in danger.
I just kind of look at him, deep into his fiery, dead eyes. You are working alone. You are striving alone. You will die alone. And you will die broken, a hollow old man who sought through some perverse desire to save the world by destroying it. And you will forever be alone. And I just stare at him. And I'm going to walk into the ocean and go for a swim if he's going to keep him in the dream. Just get out of stretch and just wander away from him.
You're not as special as ye may think, Fergus. I have laid low many who have come to usurp my throne. You will be but the next in line.
Not special, just a man. And I just jump into the water.
And the dream ends.
Do I wake up?
Yep, you wake up.
Whoever would be on watch.
Yep. Just mechanically, that was just the dream spell. So.
Yep, I would just, whoever's on watch at that point, I would tell them what's going on. I don't know. Camping notes. If it was like right after my watch that happened, that'd be Thrum and Ivy that I would tell this to.
And Nogrim.
Oh yeah, you don't have to sleep right now, do you?
Does he have to know where you? Does he have to know where you are to get into your head like that?
I don't know magic, so I sure shit hope not.
If someone had Arcana was awake, they could do a roll for that.
Yeah, I'd wake up either Taskell or Freya. Hey, wake up.
Hey, we made the watch. We made the watch. Okay, I don't go waking you up.
This is
On my
important. Can you know where we are through a dream? Wake up.
Feel like that's that's the sort of question somebody who's not fully awake asks.
Yeah, I'd like the phrasing. Can he know where we are through dream?
And Freya absolutely is like, no, god damn it.
DC 25, you can pop open and look at the dream spell if you need specifics. But no, he just has to know a creature, and then he can cast the spell and wait for them to fall asleep.
If he knew where we are, he wouldn't be sending you fucking dreams. He'd be sending a giant robot.
Okay, good night.
Well, since
I
she's
just-
awake,
I just
why
turned
doesn't
away.
she just take the rest of the walk?
I just look at them. She needs her beauty sleep.
That
Also,
is-
I'm going back to bed.
That is such a fantasy world conversation. You wake someone up and say, "Can he know where we are through a dream?" And then they respond with, "If he knew where we were, he'd send a giant robot." And you're like, "That makes sense."
So
But after that, the long rest resolves without issue.
and za.
Oh,
Before I
that's
forget,
good.
I'm gonna roll on the ring to see if it regains charge. It does. It's at full again.
Nogrim will poke at his incorporeal body. Glad that is looking much better.
Make sure to restore up to half of your maximum hit die. Remember, since we used quite a bit, and we might wind up using more. I forget. Do we round up or round down in this system?
Run down.
Okay. Because we're at an odd number of hit die, so.
Yep.
Sorry. Ghost caught me. To make that simple for dumb us, so you can gain 5.
You gain 5 hit
points
dice back, yeah. Like, I had 4 left, so I now have 9 out of 11 hit die to use however I need to during sleeps or rests.
All right. So you guys are all settled up.
I think so. Just double checking a couple
for
things.
temporary hit points.
Yep. I basically just use the speech to talk. I basically play up how I insulted the king in the dream to make them think I really let him have it. Also, he knows that I'm the quote unquote heir now, so yay.
Everyone reflexively looks at Nolgrim.
Why? What?
Ivy's like, well, you've kind of told everyone that we've met that Fergus is the heir along this entire journey.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I kind of just told him when he asked, because, I mean, again, like what you said, we've been kind of telling everybody the entire time. So why stop now? God, I have such a big fucking target on my back.
Who the king is, you know?
Listen, if we live through this, I'm really tempted to literally get a target tattooed on my back.
Something for the drow to aim for.
Seriously, and just make it a little off center so they think they're aiming for my heart, but it's really just, some empty space.
I know what you meant, like a non-vital place.
Yeah.
But just imagining like a human diagram and then just serious hole labeled empty space.
Anyway, we move.
This organ intentionally left blank.
Let me know when I just stop.
What's the plan now? Heading.
We're still looking for the golem factory, so
We probably want to follow up this pipe because it's supposed to be coming up for up here, I think.
yeah. I was just trying to go wide in case the Colossus was nearby. I figured going wide might be preferable. Plus, more places to hide if we do this. Oh, looks like we're approaching some mist.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just skirt around. Back the way we can.
Yellow
Seems
tube's
like
always
yellow
good
pipe.
to,
Looks like a massive facility again.
think of the
That
yellow ones.
you see right here is a massive set of stone spiral staircase going up into the ceiling into the next level of Dammerhall. And you can hear it teeming with armored footsteps as it does. This one does appear to be guarded after you guys raise the alarm.
Yeah, makes sense.
Looks like a lot of the piping is congregating around this area.
We can head that way.
Seems.
That's
All
a
right.
big bitch.
So this thing is a massive metal scaffolding apparatus in which there's multiple pipes with multiple tanks attached to it feeding into it, which then culminates in like a bundle of the multicolored pipes going up into the ceiling to the next floor up. It's like it's gathering everything that is being produced on this floor and pumping it upstairs.
Although I remember we discussed that we would know in a previous episode what floor the forge that we're looking for.
The
was
Golem
on.
Foundry is on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just Nolgrim discussed that with the ancestors, the monarchs,
Mhm.
and they were quite insistent it was on the one that you're on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and since the Colossus is on our tail, I probably don't think we should invade this thing quite yet. So, do we want to skirt around?
Yeah. Take me down to the Golem Foundry, where the golems are big and the robots are pretty.
This blue one kind of makes me think it's going somewhere. But I don't know. There's so many different ones.
Which wire? Red wire, blue wire, yellow wire.
Oh, look, they're labeled.
Oh, look, there's another water fixture here.
Lava?
Oh, it's yellow on my screen.
It's a yellowy orange, but
Okay.
okay. Emerging from the gloom in the glow of a sizable lava lake is a large stone building, clearly 100% dwarven design, with a large stone bridge connecting to it. It is a beautifully crafted structure with the inlays of dwarven smiths holding their hammers up, and is just a celebration of dwarven craftsmanship in this large building situated at the center of a lava lake.
Hey guys, I'm not very dwarvy, but I think this might be it.
Seems a likely contender.
Probably an illusion.
Does it look like the pathway in is blocked or guarded?
I
I can use my spyglass if I need to. So
Yeah, give me a perception.
10.
You do see some motion on the bridge. With a 10, you're not getting exact numbers, but you do see what looks like some dwarf-sized object and some golem-sized objects.
So there's good news, bad news. Pretty sure this is it. Bad news is there's clearly some guards over there. It's hard to get a head count though.
Do you want to take the time to do a circuit of this magma pool to see if there might be another way in?
Couldn't hurt, I guess. Oh, yes, it could.
Oh boy.
It hurt so bad.
I'm going to turn around and go the other direction again. Just gonna head this way. Oh, looks like we're blocked by Golem workshop area here too.
Stockpile. Yep.
Theory could move among it, but
I mean, you can, but there's also a risk there too.
You're going to be doing stealth every way because these are golems that are idle at the moment,
I
but
gotcha.
they're not like turned off.
I gotcha. Well, that
Let's quit-
narrows it.
Let's
We're kind
quit
of
pussyfooting around.
Yep.
Did you say there were weapons in the foundry?
I do have one more question before you answer that, Gombo.
Yeah.
Using the spyglass, does it look like there's any guards on the sides or on the roof of this thing?
No, because it's not built as a fortress. It looks like it just has an entrance.
Okay, because if there's a way in from the roof, we could use that fly I have and fly us over one at a time for those who don't have the ability to fly.
Do you want me to scout ahead? I could see if I could try to find access through the roof.
My only concern is there's going to probably be something that can see you even as a ghost. So
The Colossus is like right behind us. I don't think. We have
yeah, we either go in or we try to circumvent through and stealth our way through these things. Either way, we're going to have issues. So what do we want to do?
Clearly, the Colossus is too big to fit inside the Golem foundry. Right?
Yeah, so at least if it's going to destroy the factory that they're probably using. So they're probably not going to do that.
So once we're inside, I think we're safe from the Colossus.
For now, yeah. Fuck it, you want to just storm the castle?
Storm the castle!
Why the fuck not?
Okay. So we turn around and head towards the gates.
Storm.
All right.
I'm going to mage armor up since I can do that once a day for 8 hours.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's put our buffs up. I always
Go ahead and do any buffs that you want to do.
Basically, when we're also getting up there, but before we're actually directly in eye shot, I am going to pop the ring of invisibility as we approach.
Gotcha.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, I'm going to wait until we're close enough that the minute is going to last me as we get through the gate in case we can sneak through.
Is invisibility a minute or an hour?
I think it's a minute. I have to go look at it.
Yeah, it's whatever the spell is.
Have these guys used any elemental damage?
You've only been fighting like the zombified.
Oh, it's up to an hour, yeah. Okay, so I will pop it when we're sufficiently close to the gate. For some reason, I was thinking it was 10 minutes.
Mhm.
But I'm thinking it's probably something else. So
Molten will be piloting Freya's suit if Freya's okay with that.
Yeah. So we haven't seen them use any elemental damage, but if they did, it would probably be those machines using fire, would be my bet.
chances are good, yeah, especially with all the lava and everything.
I assume Ignis would be your go-to here?
Probably.
All right.
We are sorely lacking crowd control, and she's kind of our breadwinner for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I will bring you to the combat map. You're not engaged yet, but with the lighting, you could see ahead far enough to see what you're dealing with. You guys on the map there?
Those are new.
I am going to cast Heroism on Fergus.
I imagine you'd tell me so I could at least reach to you since I will be invisible. So
Yeah.
I don't think that'll work because I already have temporary hit points. Oh, wait.
Oh, you-
It also, yeah, because I give everyone 14 and they can't stack. So.
But they also regenerate every turn.
Yeah, that's true. And it
So
also
once you-
keeps me from being frightened.
Yeah, so once you lose it, then you'll start getting the regenerated ones.
Oh, yeah, that's still good, though. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't see that part. I just saw that it gave me temporary hit points. I'm like, I'm not sure
Yeah.
that'll work.
It'll basically, functionally, it'll be basically like you have regeneration 5 because I have a 5 spellcasting ability. Fire.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
And I will say I'm going to position myself like this because I'll probably be ahead of the group slightly. Like, I'll say it like that.
All right. Yeah, you guys can be on the other side of the bridge too. I just set you someplace.
Freya, would you mind putting your suit down?
I think it's the shared token, so I'm not sure if you can.
It's a shared token. You're just treating it like armor right now.
Yeah.
So if you want to be big, I can just make you big, but it's still just you in there.
Okay. Yeah, and would I also get its attack? Not like it's
it's
being
just
can or
2D,
anything, but
it's just
physical.
2d6
Okay.
strength base.
All right.
So
That works.
there.
Yep, that's what I was looking for.
All right.
Hey, actually, Freya, could I actually ask Freya for? Actually, never mind. I had an idea, but I'm like, wait, no, this is a bad idea because if Freya gets hit, I'm gonna die. So never mind. I will keep what I did.
These look more undead or golem-like.
These things are
Do you
stone
want to give
golems.
us a description of what they are?
These are undead dwarves clad in the full plate that they wore as soldiers in life. And these ones back here are undead dwarves that are clad in similar plate, but rather than having like axes and shields, these ones seem to have a selection of smithing tools.
How high up is this bridge from the lava pool below?
40 feet.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
these statues over here are like the support structure.
Yeah, that's
for
what I
the
was wondering. That looked
Yeah.
pretty cool. So
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that came out,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, looking down on them are those golems. I mean, dwarves holding them up.
Yeah, these are statues of dwarves and dwarves holding it up.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Did you make this?
I made this map. Yeah,
Well done, sir.
I was very happy with how this one turned out. So you can situate yourself if you want to be on the other side of it, or whatever you want to do before I kick things off. Or
I think it might be good to focus on one side and then hold this line if we could punch through this way. I think it'll be better than splitting.
All right,
It's just not moving from us because everybody keeps moving up.
Yeah,
Well, I did say I was trying to be in front of everybody, but people keep matching me. So.
So Fergus, are you going to try to sneak up close to them first, or are
Yeah.
you just gonna? Okay.
So
You're
that's why I'm
invisible,
invisible. Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a stealth as I check everyone's passives here.
Is Storm and Tactical, is that where you guys are going to stay?
I mean, we're starting at the end. It's starting back at the back so that we have room to maneuver as combat goes in. But Fergus said he's invisible and he's stealthing ahead of us.
Yeah. Where we are like this is fine. I just wanted to be a little bit ahead of us because reasons.
Is it okay if well, let me see how long. Okay, never mind.
Stone golems with their initiative of 0. That happens quite often.
Would Ignis be able to cast Blur on herself as we kind of got to this point?
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
Blur is a handy spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised when I was map making the industrial aesthetic. I'm able to pull it off, but it takes like a lot of work. I was surprised with how quickly the ornate dwarven aesthetic actually clicked together amazingly fast.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I was shocked I was able to make this map in like 30 minutes.
That's nice.
Yeah.
All right. So did I miss Fergus's? Oh, yeah, 23. You're good. So you can put yourself anywhere on the map, and you'll get one surprise round action forward to the initiative.
Okay, I did have a question then.
Yes.
These are like walls on the side of the bridge.
It is about a foot up lip, so it won't slow down movement, but it would keep like say a cart from rolling off the edge.
Gotcha.
Let them push in, boys.
Okay. So if I was going a little bit ahead, what I basically want to do is I want to use the weave cloak we have, and put like a noose on one side, like not a noose, but like a loop that I can put down. So basically, when people are going to step over me or past me, I want to loop them and try to yank them into the lava. But like, say I would be right here, and then if they step here, I yank them and try to swing them off the ledge.
All right. We can do that. Now, just for forewarning for your planning, so you can change, that would be in athletics. You would catch them by surprise, so they would have a very, very low chance of success, but you would still need.
But I am using athletics, yeah.
Yes, but so
it seems like a plan that I can't help not trying though, because it would really help to eliminate one right from the get-go.
Right. Also, in case you guys are wondering, none of these guys are made from the black metal with the crazy
good to know
damage threshold. So these seem like just dudes. All right, so let me put on combat music here. What should we do here? Yeah, that'll do. All right. So I guess Thrum, you're up first. As you're running up the bridge, these sentries clearly see you and snap to attention.
Go get him, Tiger.
It's out before I...
You're really quiet, Cope.
I think he just mumbled.
That better?
Yeah.
Okay. The idea of holding him letting him come to us, so Fergus is invisible, so I don't know where he is. So Thrum is going to move up to here. He's going to rage. And as an action, he is going to total defense.
All right, you're dodging.
Dodging, sorry. Action.
No,
dodging.
no worries. This is the same thing. I know what you meant. Freya.
All right. Fergus hasn't done anything to these guys yet, has he?
No. You don't know. You guys technically don't know where exactly I am. Just that I went a little ahead.
And I'm going to go ahead and shoot this one with the Gloomstalker.
All right. That hits.
For 8.
All right. And you've got that artificer thing on it that makes it a magic weapon, right?
Yeah. Wait, these aren't skeletons, are they?
They are not.
Okay. Yeah, that would completely.
I was just checking because they are resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing of non-magical weapons. But I think pretty much everyone's stuff is magical at this point.
Yeah, the Gloomstalker is magical.
Yep. So it takes full pot from that arrow. You find a weak spot in its armor around its shield. Lodge an arrow in there. And then, unless you're going to move, it is Taskel's turn.
So I'll go ahead and move up and activate the blender.
That's just the sound of 1,000 dwarven souls just spawning whenever you cast it. Rabble, 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 rabble.
They said, that'd be bear. I don't see any bear.
Just a bunch of like cherub-looking dwarves just wearing diapers and holding axes.
All right. Ignis.
All right. Ignis. We'll move up here. And I think we'll use a little bit of flaming wall action. Did anybody end up taking the magic item that allowed me to upcast when I died? I think it was, what was it?
The Cloak of Mighty Magic. I believe you
Yeah.
explicitly said you gave that to Ignis.
Okay, just want to make sure. All right, so she'll upcast that to 5th level. And I think she will.
68 if they pass through it, or if it's cast on them.
Yeah.
And it's 60 feet long.
So go 10, 20, 30, 40. I think we'll just do that.
All right.
And yep, so these people are within range of it. So they will be taking what's it? 68 fire damage.
Is there a save to reduce that, or is that?
On a
They
failed
get-
save.
Yeah, with the casting they get a dexterity saving throw.
But if they move
That-
through it, I don't think they get the
that
dexterity.
yeah,
if
no,
they
if they
move
move
through
through it, I knew that. But they both fail that.
There should be a button you can press on the front page for that as well.
Mhm.
Or you
So
can roll
24
like that.
damage this time around.
Nice.
Yeah, there's no meta magic I could really apply to that because didn't want it to be careful. Well, could I have made it careful even without selecting a target just to get the extra
I
and spend the
believe.
sorcery point?
I believe that's what you should do. I'll say
Okay.
that's how it works.
All right, so I'll spend a sorcery point and make it a careful spell.
So
And-
if I remember correctly, or no, that just means they automatically pass the save for the yeah. Never mind. I'm getting my wires crossed between systems. Yes, so yeah, it's a careful spell. No problem.
Okay. And so does that mean these guys are on fire? Let's see.
I don't think they catch on fire.
Has a item.
Oh,
Check the elemental shard.
that's if you use a meta magic on it.
Yeah,
And I
you just
did. I used careful.
Okay.
So what does that do?
If you use careful, it makes it going to exclude certain people from the effects.
Well,
of
no,
it.
I mean the
The shard?
Yeah.
On target of the spell that you can see catches fire, the burning takes 2d10 fire damage at the start of its next turn, and then the flames go out.
So does that
Fair.
apply to these guys?
One
Yes.
target of the spell.
one
Oh,
target.
okay.
So I'll just pick one random one because they're literally the
Okay.
exact same thing. Red dot.
Yep, works for me.
All right.
Is that each time or is that
One time.
One time.
Once per day?
No. Each time you use a meta magic.
Okay,
on it.
okay. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Okay,
Yes.
works for me.
It's really good with a twinned and like the chromatic orb or something like
Mhm.
that, because then, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. All right,
Milgram.
let's go. Suit goes there. He is 30 feet away from me, so I would like to use Phantasmic Force and try to shove him 30 feet off the bridge.
Okay. Is there a save for that?
Dexterity saving throw.
Natural.
Yep.
It's not supposed to be an advantage, but I did roll a natural 20.
Yeah. All right, that succeeds. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Doesn't say anything happens if it. Let's see. Hold on, let me. Oh, sorry. It's a strength. Well, it doesn't matter. It's still a natural 20.
If anything, it would have been higher with the strength.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, nothing happens.
Okay.
Which one are you using? Phantasmal Force?
This guy.
It's a class
Okay.
ability.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
gonna say if it functions like the spell, it doesn't work on constructs or undead.
Yeah.
No, that's a different one.
Okay,
Yeah. This one just limits it to size of larger or smaller.
gotcha.
All right.
Alright.
Fergus.
Just for shits and gigs, I'm going to use my bonus action to incite this one against his deception. Doesn't say he has to see me or know I'm here to do it.
All right. 8.
Okay, so if he's not, I can use a sneak attack on him whenever I want.
All right. I'll
But
put
other
on
than
him.
that, other than that, I'm just going to stay here and prepare for one of them to pass through my area
All right.
and continue to do the same thing I planned.
Artificer White. Yep. Okay. So to be clear, as I'm describing this, he is casting a spell, but they use their crafting tools like Freya does to cast spells. So this is spell casting. But he lifts a metal tube from his belt, and then he strikes it with a hammer, and there's a flash of rune light as a glob of earth is hurled up, and it arcs down over here.
Oh, is that the catapult?
Not quite, but it's very similar. I'm just going to mark out the area real quick. There we go. As he cast Erupting Earth.
Ooh.
So you guys can see all that. All there is to that.
Luckily, my temporary hit points for you guys eats most of that.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't keep taking the damage, right? It's just difficult.
No,
terrain.
it's just the one time, but I just marked the little area because that's difficult terrain now.
Someone needs to roll for Ignis as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Nope, that's not good. So 22.
I have enough for sure. She would have had temporary hit points as well, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It's basically all of us plus one cohort that can get temporary hit points.
So that zeroes out and 8 bleeds over.
On the topic of things asked every time it applies, concentration was half the damage?
Yep.
Or 10, whichever's
Yep.
higher. Yeah.
So this would be 11 concentration now.
She's good.
All right. Now
Wait,
here's
is
the
Wall
real
of Force
question.
a concentration spell? Yep.
Wall-
So Blur's
Wall
gone.
fire.
Yeah, Wall of Fire. So Blur's gone. Good to know.
But now here's the real issue: is then the second Artificer Right fires another Erupting Earth at the exact same spot because they have artillery. So another round, as that's 36 damage now.
Fulgrim's good. Let's do Ignis.
Hopefully she saves. No,
Nope.
dying.
Yep,
Yep.
that's,
And you remember, you're taking half damage even on a success.
yeah.
DC 14.
It just wiped out.
18.
Temporary hit points for Thurm.
Concentration check. Does
I
she have
don't
Warcaster? No.
And don't forget, Thrum, you are raging, and this is bludgeoning damage, so you'd still have it.
Oh, yeah. She still
So
saves.
I'd have it and have it, right?
Alright. Take away 0. So 15 bleeds over. Alright. I'm good.
All right. That is the end of the Artificer White's turn. The armor ones. This one is going to step here and then here, and they're going to dodge action.
Motherfuckers.
And then, okay, they got 25 feet of movement because they dwarves. This one's going to move here. This is going to move here. You see them. These back ones had shields and warhammers on their back, and they're now hefting heavy crossbows. They're both going to fire one bolt each at Nulgrim because he's a big target right now.
Mm-hmm. What's the AC for your armored suit, Freya?
15, I believe.
15. All right.
All right. Ka-chink, ka-chink.
Yeah. The new one is much higher, but I don't know.
Oh, it is? Then use that one.
And then it's 23.
Okay. So never mind. Those don't hit.
Oh, hold on. So, forgot that Nulgrim takes half as much damage for bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
So I should be having a bit more health. So, but
well, it's non-magic bludgeoning, and it is from.
Well, oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. And so the crossbows.
The crossbows miss if it's 23. So it's
okay.
They ping off. You do nothing.
Huzzah.
These ones are going to move here. These armor whites are going to step back so they don't burn. Could you roll the damage for that other one that's on fire and about to go out?
Yeah, 2d10.
Yeah. Eight damage.
All right. Takes that. They are not immune to fire, and Ignis would bypass it if they were.
I think these might still be in range for the fire damage.
Oh, is it 10 feet?
I can look up for you right now. I'm on the page.
Yeah. Either way,
within 10 feet of that side, yes.
Okay, so then they would go a little farther back then.
Yeah, thought you'd move them back a bit further.
Yeah. Either way, 2 more crossbow bolts on Nulgrim from these ones on the other side here. High rolls, but Freya builds good shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is the Golem's turn. The one on the left side is going to stay where it is, but this right one will advance up to here.
Yeah, I can't pull this thing. So.
Mm-hmm. And then it will also take the dodge action. As they are apparently waiting for the crossbows and their artillery to do their work. Thrum.
Hey, Thrum, could you teleport behind and take this guy out?
I mean, if he does it, I'm gonna.
And that you guys can see the little square there. That is difficult terrain, as there is rubble.
So he would have to go through 5 feet of difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
So that would just count 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's got plenty of movement to get to there, which would be 25. Skirt. Can he move to there? And then he is going to take his action to Ghost Water Dive. 30 feet. It's right there.
All right.
Part of his move, or as part of that action, he gets an attack. He is raging.
Go for it. That will hit.
And then this is a he's raging, so he's bonus action gonna try and grapple this guy.
Okay.
In front of him. So this is actually
It's right.
Opposed.
So it'll use its athletics strength. Whoops. It is a 16.
Yeah, it is 16. His was a 25.
Okay, so he is grappled.
So it would take the 10 damage.
All right.
That's his move.
All right. Freya. They're shelling you. If you're saying anything, Michael, we can't hear you.
Sorry. I was gonna ask to move in there, but I just remembered dwarves we only have 25 feet of movement anyway, so
Mhm.
the answer is no regardless. So this turn I'm going to is that the one I hit last time?
It is.
Okay. Then I'm going to try and
It will be at disadvantage because they're using the dodge action.
actually with that movement it still would have just been 25 feet because I measured out this square too.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be able to see Fergus, so this would be a clearer shot for me.
Right.
You said at disadvantage?
Mm-hmm. They are dodge actioning. That'll miss.
All right. That's all I can do.
All right. Taskell.
Here, I've used the fact that diagonals are the same movement costs. That's 15.
Come up behind you and slap you with the cure wounds, but I didn't have enough movement.
That's 25. That's. So yeah, he's out of range of at least a 1 turn holy weapon or divine weapon or whatever combination of words is correct here.
Buzzword. But I imagine these fellas here will need to do some wisdom saving throws.
They would probably enjoy succeeding at those, yes.
All right, so first up the armor ones. One of them succeeds. And I imagine the golem, fails. So this guy takes 15. This guy takes 7. Hold on, let me just double check something with this one. Stone golems have advantage. I'll roll a second time. Still fails. That spiritual weapon will miss. You're wearing full plate, sadly.
Yeah, that was. Oh yeah, they're describing it as all in full.
So. Yep, you guys got used to like dodgy drow. You're now fighting undead dwarves and golems with beefy ACs. And that will be Enice.
All right, I think she'll shift away a bit. She's hurt pretty bad, so needs a bit of cover. And then, let's see. Everybody's too bunched up to squeeze a fireball in there without catching somebody in it.
You could always get this one. You have the range for it.
But the wall is opaque, so she doesn't have line of sight. I think she'll do a twinned chromatic orb. That's where I could do it against 2 targets.
2 targets within range, yep.
Okay.
And one of them will burn if you're using fire.
There you go.
These are attack spells, though, so there should be a front page thing you can do it, if not.
Yeah. All right. Who should I target? Have any of these lower guys been hit yet?
These ones in the back with the crossbows have not been hit yet, and they're not taking the dodge action.
Okay.
The ones in the front and the stone golem are all taking the dodge action.
Then I'll target the 2 in the back. 1 on each.
Okay.
Right. We'll do fire for both.
Makes sense. Everything. That'll hit. And that'll also hit.
That'll definitely hit. Fucking the dice god love Loki.
So you'll want to click each button separately because they'll automatically multiply for the second one.
Yeah, so that's the first one.
Okay.
Second one.
Nice.
That's some nice damage.
Yeah. And let's set the second one on fire.
All right. I'll red dot him. That one is bloodied. They're chunky, but not immortal.
And I think that'd be your turn.
All right. Nulgrim.
All right, Nulgrim. Let me see. He'll go 5 foot, 10 foot there. That will put him in range for this guy, and I will try to throw him off using the Phantasmic Force. So
All
he needs
right.
to give me a strength check. DC 16.
Natural 1.
Yep, so we'll go ahead and fling him right in there.
Whee! There is technically a possibility the lava doesn't instantly kill him, but it's 40 feet down in the middle of a lake. He's gone.
Fall
What a
damage plus
bump.
lava damage.
I mean, even if the lava, he didn't get fall damage for falling into a liquid, it's like there's no conceivable way he could really climb up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
All right, and I think that's my turn.
all right. Fergus.
You said it's easy to hop up on here. I want to hop up and run up this way, and then
Yep.
get to here.
It doesn't even count as difficult terrain or anything. It's just a 1 foot step up.
And we don't have any flanking rules, right?
No.
It doesn't matter because I'm invisible for advantage anyway. But
Yep.
Stab shroom advantage.
That'll hit.
Because the flanking rules for 5e are insane.
Yeah, I don't care for them. That's why.
Yeah, when I
like
do it,
stuff.
I usually just change it to be like a +2, like everything else with Pathfinder.
Mhm.
But that's 19 points. I imagine he's immune to poison.
He is immune to the poison, but everything else goes through.
And if he's still up, I'll stab again.
He is still up. That'll hit.
10 points of piercing.
Still up. So he's looking rough.
Action surge. I want to get this guy down before he pops us with another thing. Nope, that one won't hit. In fact, I think the stab shroom fucks me this time.
Yep.
Let me see what it does again.
Get yourself a little poison puff.
Natural 1, the dagger emits a burst of spores and must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take 1d8 poison damage and become blinded for
Was
one
it-
round.
And what does it do to the people around you?
They also have to do it, but if they're immune to poison, it doesn't matter.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Undead, baby.
I do have advantage on this, so I forgot to hit that. It's poison.
Because
But
you're a
I am
dwarf.
still blinded.
So you could take your next attack at disadvantage.
Yep.
What's the DC?
15. 19 to hit
Yeah, that hits against all odds.
for 10 points of piercing damage.
He is still up.
Bonus action, I'm going to stab him with my mithril dagger at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
If you had rolled
That
one,
That will miss.
last genius.
I'm going to use a superiority die.
Fuck's sake.
Makes it a
That'll
20.
take a hit.
This isn't magical if it matters,
Yeah.
but 8 points of damage.
Okay, so that does matter because he is still up.
Okay.
I just imagine you get puffed with a shroom and you're just wildly flailing with knives.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
remember where you're at.
Also, I take 6 points of poison damage. So.
Well,
you
he
have.
knows where he's at because Thrum is grappling him.
So that's my
Makes
temporary
sense.
curse.
Mm.
Okay, that's my turn.
Just stab for the squishy bits between the stone.
Just cough.
Let's see. So you're blinded, so it has advantage on attack rolls against you. So it's going to reach out and use its life-draining touch on Fergus.
That'll miss.
All right. And the other one is dead. Ah, man, I should have shot the ground with erupting earth. That would have been baller. Oh, well. Let's see. We are going to be doing 4 heavy crossbow bolt attacks on Taskell. They're smart enough to know a spell.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Whites are thinking undead. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's
The
the other
longest?
reason for the laugh.
Break yourself upon my
I was
armor.
like, that's 4 wasted shots.
Nulgrim and Tesco will make a pretty solid shield wall.
These whites here will take a step back. And maintain dodge. Then this stone golem will not dodge, but will instead step up. Yeah, it's just going to make 2 slam attacks against Taskell. 1, 2.
Hey, one actually hits.
12 bludgeoning as it hits you with a giant stone hammer. Yep, you maintain the spell.
Man, you rock it with those Constitution saves.
Yeah, I've got a +3 to it, but that's about it.
I know, but you succeed him quite a bit.
Drum.
All right. Bonus action with his chains, since he's already grappled, can he, or not even bonus action, can he just move and reposition if he moves at half movement?
Yes, if you wish to shove him off, that will still be an opposed athletics check. But if you just wish to move him anywhere in a safe area, then there's no roll.
Shove him off then.
Pull him to the side and throw him down with his brother.
Yeah, let's do those, because he's got 15 foot. So this would actually be his.
Although he might be pretty, pretty banged up at this point.
He is very banged up. Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of beat the shit out of him and then blinded myself. So
yeah, save yourself a contested roll and just go for the attack.
Well, it is both a damaging attack and a contested.
Oh, okay. Well, that works too.
Yeah, just choke
his
that.
fighting style. He hurts when he hits. So tested 30, 10 damage.
Well, he had 4 hit points left, so you can describe whatever you want to have happen to him.
He goes to have the chains that are wrapped around him. He goes to sling him with the chains, but the chains just rip through him.
Beyblade, let it rip.
So that's his bonus action. So he's still
His spinal cord begins to spin his top of his body on the ground.
Get there, so he's going to move 15, move up. He's rushing, and he's going to use his action to. Oh, my computer just crapped up.
Oh, I also forgot to roll the damage for this white being on fire.
Yeah, 2d10.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let me.
So he'd use his action to wave teleport here.
9 fire damage.
All right.
Try and attack this golem.
That will hit.
And there's no advantage. He missed.
Oh, he missed. Oh, right, because no advantage. Yeah, 14 will miss.
Yeah, 14.
The golems do actually have lower AC than the whites with armor and shields, but yeah, not 14. Freya.
Just as part of that movement over and jumping over next to Tess, and I'll say, "I'll push him back."
I'm going to step up on the lip. Move my full movement. And then I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to shoot the golem.
Gotcha.
Doesn't somebody have a thing that makes a golem just go to sleep?
That'll miss. It stuns them for a round if they fail a saving throw. So that'll miss. Taskell.
Yes. AOLs on cast aren't a thing in this system, are they?
What is?
As long as you stay within his reach, he doesn't get an AOO. So you
Yeah.
can actually
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
freaking walk around him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ranged
well, that's
spell
part
attacks
of-
that have an attack roll would be a disadvantage when you're within melee range, but you could still cast a spell while right next to him.
Missing what? 60 odd hit points. Yeah, screw it. I'll cast heal.
All right. Damn.
Well played, sir.
Back up to
My
full.
only 6th level spell for the day, but
Mhm.
and then moving
Seemed
on.
like an important one.
And then I assume the hammer takes a shot at someone.
Yeah, let's go with the one right next to it.
Yeah, it'll hit.
Does that blender those guys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
for that one,
resolve
he
that in a moment. That's 14. That's a very rough-looking fella. All right. First up, Stone Golem at advantage. Natural 20 succeeds. It only takes 5. He's still doing well. Armor rights. I'll just do these advantage so I can just click it twice, but it's for all 4. Last one makes it, but the rest of them just take it all. This one actually dies.
Huzzah.
Into the fires.
I couldn't get to the little X thing on it.
No, I know. I just like to say into the fires.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying that the thing pops up off screen if it's on the right
If they
spot.
just let you scroll farther out, it would be fine. Yeah.
Or if they could put in conditional pop direction.
Right. But I assume that's your turn, so it is now Ignis.
All right. I think she'll hop up here, go here, and then I think I could get an angle. Let's see. Fireball right there. Yeah, that'll get everybody.
All right. So first up, Stone Golem, Dexterity at advantage. 16 will succeed. Points. 1, 2, 3.
Jesus.
At least they still take half damage.
Yeah, so that would be 16 damage.
Save some natural 20s for the rest of us.
Oh, sorry. There was one more. Why did I miscount it? Nope. One fail.
Hey! Huzzah.
And wouldn't you know it, that was the one that was fucked up the worst by the wall, and it actually dies.
Yeah.
You're thinning their numbers. All right. That's it. Then it'll be Nolgrim. I am actually surprised you have not possessed anyone and just walked them off the edge by now.
Oh, I mean, if I do that, I take the damage too.
They have 40-foot fall first.
Yeah, but I could only unpossess at the start of the turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fair.
Right, so shift over, see if I could grant Ignis any cover from ranged attacks, and just attack this guy.
Okay. Yeah. That hits. Let me see something.
Wait, what? Oh, that should be let me re-roll that that crit because it rolled a 1d8 when it should be 2d6.
Gotcha.
Right, so 10 plus 9, so 19 damage for that first attack,
All right.
and second attack 26 for 9 damage.
Okay. Unfortunately, neither of those do any damage to the golem.
All right, good to know.
Because unlike Thrum's Scalebane, it's not adamantine.
Fair point. All right, good to know.
Fergus.
I'm blinded for this turn. I am just going to take the dodge action and I don't know, hide under the hammer.
That you cannot see.
Yeah, but I'm just mainly trying to get away from the edge.
All right.
Don't worry, Fergus. I got your back.
I don't know where my back is. I can't see it.
Armor white.
Up to your front.
This wounded one over here is going to swap over to his crossbow, but that takes the entire round because it's an action to remove a shield. This one is going to close in on Taskell. But there will be 4 Warhammer attacks because they have a multi-attack with melee, just not with their crossbows. So this will be on Taskell. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still fucking nothing. Meanwhile, the crossbow wielders on the other side are going to take advantage of Fergus's blindness, pump 2 bolts into him. 1, 2.
It should be standard attacks because I took the dodge, but
Oh, okay. So it'll still be the 19 then.
19 will hit.
8 piercing.
Yep, I will go just use my reaction to dodge or uncanny dodge to take half of it.
All right. And this last crossbow wielder over here is going to fire 1 bolt at Ignis. 23.
Does she get any cover for being behind the mech?
Plus 2 AC.
Plus 2, probably still not enough. So
Yeah,
that'll hit.
still definitely hits Ignis.
9 piercing.
But she's really hurt. She's got 9 hit points left.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Stone Golem turn. This one is just going to Terminator walk through the fire.
It'll take the 68 damage.
Yep.
35.
35. It don't give no fucks. And then it is going to use its action to dash to get here.
Ignis, run away!
Yep. She is withdrawing.
But then this other stone golem is going to double slam attack Thrum. So 1, 2.
Second one hits.
16.
Wait, I'm going to. Sorry, this one. I forgot I can't increase my AC. I can just reduce the damage.
Yeah.
16 becomes.
But then when you're done with that, it is your turn.
All right. Hi, nice to meet everyone. Thrum's going to bonus action, chain attack the golem in front of him.
All right.
So this is a opposed, and he's at an advantage for being raging.
All right. You are grappled, but your chain is not any
I
time,
don't
so it
think it
does
does.
no. Yeah, it does no damage, but you do grapple.
No damage. Okay. So I was just reading grapple. It says if I move at half speed, he can move with me. Or
Yes.
he has to move with me. All right. So I want to move to here to move him over.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to use free action to sheathe my sword. Is that right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Item
stow,
interaction.
you can stow your axe. Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna try with my bare hand to push him off. So
Okay.
that's a shove, right? An opposed athletics.
Yes.
And he's got advantage on athletics checks. Ah, crap. All right, first attack. Second attack, he's going to try the same thing. Much better.
What do you had to
Jackson?
roll to get a 16? 4. Oh, damn.
And I believe in the past we've established that lava. What was it? 12d10.
Sounds right.
Like that.
This motherfucker can survive it.
Well, we'll see. There's a statue over there he could try climbing up.
It's true.
Stay Puff Marshmallow Man style.
Okay.
Though, can he swim?
You don't know how deep it is.
That's fair. That's fair.
Either way, you see him go into the drink.
Yes. honestly, him potentially surviving makes this even more exciting than when I thought he was just dead.
Yeah. It is kind of ridiculous that a fight like a 4.5 foot tall rock dude moved a 10-foot tall rock dude and threw him over a ledge, but you're like level 11, you're basically superheroes at this point, so I just rolled with it.
It is a bit ridiculous. I'm going to go with the fact that he got a good foothold, and he's not holding the guy. He's got these chains that come out of him.
Yeah, exactly. You've got lots of
kind of mythical.
That's what I'm saying. It's got like a Herculean type thing to it. If Fergus got a natural 20 and Spartan kicked a stone golem, I might call BS, because then we've made repeated jokes about him being scrawny, you know.
Yeah.
But Thrum, it makes sense. Right.
Watch, one day we're gonna have someone cast an enlarged person on me, and I'm not gonna know what the fuck to do.
All right. He's not taking the dodge, so it's just a flat attack.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm actually gonna use an item that I've had that I kind of forgot that I just put in my inventory. Seeing this dude, getting tired of his shit, I'm going to use my ring of telekinesis.
Wondering when that was gonna come into play.
We're just gonna chuck all of these people.
It's their strength versus my intelligence opposed.
All right.
Damn.
Oh, come on.
His little toesies are kicking as you're trying to lift the X-wing from the swamps of Dagobah.
The sword today is mightier than the pen.
I mean, to be fair, you can keep trying, just not on this turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move there.
All right. Taskell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that off the bat.
Yep.
Hammer over.
I believe only one of them fails.
Yep, 17 on the button. 6 probably hits.
That hammer will hit. Additional 11. Yeah, they're all bloodied or past bloodied by this point.
Mm-hmm.
You still have an action.
Yes, and for the first time in at least one session, I'm going to make a physical attack. Damage.
Oh, my hammer is so heavy.
Analyst.
Yep.
How pedestrian. I can't believe nobody said uncivilized.
Ignis looking rough.
Yep, she is going to disengage and run.
Retreat.
He's got a little bit more meat on the bones than the average sorcerer, but the double erupting earths hit very hard.
Yeah.
Especially considering she failed both of them, I think.
You guys are expecting a blind rush. They had artillery.
Mhm.
Then
right.
that'll be Nolgrim.
Nolgrim will move here and then attempt to possess this guy.
Okay.
Let me see.
What is the save there?
Charisma saving throw.
Okay, so it's got a charisma of 1, so the odds are highly in your favor. Yeah, that's a 0.
Yep.
So if you don't get a natural 1, or no.
Right. Got him possessed.
Yep.
How'd you do it?
Let's see. So that was a bonus action. So I still have my action. I would like to make him dash.
Okay.
Taking, basically going there, and stopping. So this top corner is basically against the ledge. Down 1, so he's right next to Thrum. There you go.
Okay.
And it would have provoked attacks of opportunity from Freya and Taskell if they want to take it.
Taskell can take it. Freya only has a ranged weapon in hand.
Ah, okay.
So the inert suit is still right there, we'll say.
Yeah.
But you're riding
Yeah.
shotgun.
Yep.
So Tasco, redemption time.
I guess, yeah.
That'll
Come
hit.
on.
Okay. Fire damage goes through.
I
Progress.
think for that.
So you see the ramshackle remains of Freya's old suit crumble to the ground again as Nilgrim leaps out and dives into the stone golem, which gets a slightly blue tinge as its legs seem to move against its own volition and clunk, 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 clunk over here.
Through the I don't know if the stolen golem has a voice or anything like that, but Nolgrim will try and make it say to Thrum, "Don't throw me off until I get out of this."
Thrum, you hear Nolgrim's voice as if it was coming from the bottom of a well. And it is Fergus. I believe you finally cleaned your eyes.
Yep. Gonna. Okay, I'm gonna step right in the middle of them all. I imagine this one looks the most hurt, but I can't get sneak attack on him, so I'm gonna focus on this guy first.
Mm-hmm.
So stab shroom. 15.
Yes.
I will roll a superiority die. 21.
That'll hit. Surprisingly barely.
20 damage.
Still up.
Yep. I will make another attack as soon as I find out what's going on in my door. Okay, sorry. Second stab. 27.
Hit.
For 10 points of damage.
Down. I'll just move this token over.
And then I will offhand attack with my mithril dagger against the other one. It's not magical, so he'll get
This
some
one?
damage reduction. The one to my left.
Okay.
Like directly left, not
Yes.
bottom left. So probably just 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Armor White's turn. All right. 3 heavy crossbows at Fergus again. 1, 2, 3.
2 hits. Okay, I'll uncanny dodge that 11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I am hit. Temporary hit points are gone.
And 2 warhammers against Taskell. As futile as ever.
And then probably 1 against me, or 2 against me, because the guy next to me.
Yeah, he drops his heavy crossbow and pulls out his hammer. He still has no shield. It's on his back. I did look up the rule clarification. It is an action to don or doff a shield. So I'm trying to play by the rules on that one.
Yep.
So, meh.
First one will hit. For 9.
All right. Stone Golem.
Get out me body.
So that one does manage to make it to the statue there. I was going to resolve the lava damage at the end of its turn, or when it first enters it. No, if it was like an error effect. All right, hold on. I'll roll it right now. Don't worry. I'm adjudicating on the fly. Believe it or not, still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
But it made
golems.
It made it to the statue, and it is going to begin climbing. It's 40 feet, so even though it dashes to get up there, it's not...
Oh man, I wish I had a grease spell.
I kind of see that clockwork scarab. Does that deactivate him, or does it cause him to freeze? Like if he was climbing, would he drop?
It stuns them, and you don't know unless you try.
Okay.
I know we had that.
As for the other golem, it desperately as me, Gombo, the GM, wishes to do an athletics against Thrum to try to kick him off. The golems don't have that kind of combat intelligence, unfortunately.
Mm.
I'm trying to roleplay the characters, so
Does it attack while
Yes, it can.
poltergeist?
However, what it will do is it will move away from the edge because it still preserves, and it is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from Thrum as it's going to try to hit Taskell.
All right. So seeing that he's doing that Taskell, and he's still got the bare hand, can he try to grab him to grapple him to stop his movement?
Not as an AOO, no. If I allow that, then it's going to get real
Although-
bullshitty for the rest of the campaign.
There is a feat that basically allows you to do that. So
Yes.
Yeah, he's not there. That's not advantaged. And
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
That'll miss. So 2 slams against Taskell.
Mhm.
Whoop.
Second hits.
21.
Mhm.
Let's see if you can. Yep. Every time.
Again, you have amazing skills with those
Yeah.
Constitution saves.
I lost it on the first time a couple sessions
Yeah.
ago.
do you even have Warcaster?
Nope.
Oh shit!
He does not. Thrum.
All right, Thrum is going to use his bonus action to go large.
Mhm.
Ping him. First attack will be to grapple.
All right. Natural 20.
No.
Second attack to grapple again. 25.
That one will succeed.
And I assume he takes no damage since his hands are not magical.
Correct.
All right. But I got him where
Thrum doesn't got magic hands.
Mm-hmm. So is that it?
Yep.
All right.
bonus to go big. Oh, wait. Can he move? I mean, can he thematically move him as he moves his
Up against the
5
ledge again?
Yeah, as he steps back 5 feet, move the golem.
Sure, though I will say this does not provoke from Taskell when you do that.
No, you have to move under your own volition to provoke attacks of opportunity.
Correct. So, yeah, but you can move him there. All right. Freya. Want to give the telekinesis another shot?
Try to telekinesis this guy.
All right. Into the drink. His strength. 10. Your game to win.
I can beat a 10. It's not rolling for some reason. Oh, but I'm going to do a Flash of Genius to increase it by 5.
Does Flash of Genius work on ability checks?
Yep, all saves and
All right. Then yeah, if that's the case. Ability check or saving throw. Yep. That's exactly what it's used for. So how far do you throw this guy? 30 feet?
Yeah, 30 feet.
Into the drink.
See if you could get an angle where you could get him to skip. That's the challenging part.
Just hear, my leg.
God, we're getting
And
cocky
he is
again.
gone. I don't think there's any scenario where me rolling the damage he would survive that. So huzzah.
Indeed.
Taskell. I guess we should probably see if this white just detonates from your
Mhm. No,
well he doesn't detonate, but he does take full damage. So he's very nearly dead.
Maybe it's time for hammer time.
yeah, it's right there.
Oh yeah, also the golem, almost forgot.
I was gonna say either yours or it's that hammer.
That spiritual weapon will miss. You can still try yours, and the golem takes 4 points.
Yep.
Leaving the heart of the cards.
The heart of the card betrayed you. Your opponent summons Exodia.
Fergus, you never realized how bad Taskel's form was.
I didn't know there was a go directly to jail in Yu-Gi-Oh.
He is somehow trying to like throw the hammer underhanded, but swing with it. It is.
His helmet is not an anvil.
Did he say Hyrugan?
Are you closing your eyes whenever you swing the weapon?
It's scary.
Ignis.
I think she'll launch a flame firebolt at that guy.
Okay.
Damn.
Fuck.
They really love the natural 20s. Love Loki for some reason.
Guys, should I just play the sorcerer from now on? Because
And again, if one of our characters die, a sorcerer or wizard would probably not be bad.
Yeah. So let me describe
I
what
like
this
your
does.
sorcerer ghost combo.
right?
So let me describe this. Taskel goes up, swings his hammer, fully is like 1 inch in front of this guy's nose, and then his head explodes in a puff of fire.
I picture before that Ignis dribbles the firebolt like a basketball and then just kind of swishes it back over him.
Mother
Kobe.
Fire provides.
No, she's inventing this, so it's Ignis.
Meanwhile, Taskell thinks that he just smashed his head off.
And
Mine
that'll be your
keeps
turn.
coming up 2 inches short.
My hammer explodes now. Good to know.
Ulgrim.
Start of my turn. As a free action, I will unpossess this guy.
Okay.
And then I think I'll take the disengage action and just get somewhere safe. Yeah, I'll just kind of go inside the core. Well, no, I have a bonus action back, so I'll go ahead and repossess the armor.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Fergus.
This guy, you need to roll for a deception because I'm going to use my ability to try to get sneak attack on him.
Actually,
Deception. No.
Hey, it works this time. So I will fire at him with my bow.
Okay.
First attack. 15. I will use another superiority. 18.
That will hit.
Okay, so sneak
Only
attack
just.
is on. Why did I only roll 12? Anyway, sneak attack is another 12.
All right. Nasty hit.
And I will fire again. And miss terribly.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days, I will get one of those natural 20s the world keeps giving to Loki.
I know.
And just keep channeling all of our luck into Loki.
They're gonna fire all their heavy crossbows at you, Fergus.
As they do. Hit, miss. Okay.
All right. This stone golem here is going to pull itself up. Then it is going to dash to get in range of Fergus. It is going to make an advantage wisdom saving throw against the spiritual guardians.
Fergus just turns. I thought we killed this thing.
Lava dripping off of it. What's the damage of the spirit guardians?
I'll just go ahead and roll it. It was 9 last time.
So it takes 4 points of damage. It is still up.
I would have loved if it just fell after that.
Would have been hilarious.
This one is going to step over here away from the ledge, which you can use the same damage, but I'm just going to roll it.
Wait, he's grappled.
Oh, that's right. You're right. He's grappled. Thank you for reminding me. So he's just going to land. He's just going to land a throw.
Oh my God.
The hell is that?
So-
That static was not me this time.
Yeah.
So-
You haven't been regenerating your hit points, have you?
I have.
Okay. I was wondering.
Yeah, five every turn, right?
Yeah, because I assume you forgot.
17 hit?
17 does not. 28.
Oh, okay, so 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
2 minus temporary. 7. Loses superiority die to soak.
I mean, do you even need to soak it at this point? You still have temporary hit points, and I don't even think your main health bar's been hit yet. And you take half damage from raging. Like,
So now he only takes 5 damage.
Fuck, I get really tired if I have to put down the hit point. So, no, he didn't.
I've spoiled them with temporary hit points, Gamba.
mm-hmm.
And, well, I'm done with your temporary hit points, but every round at the beginning of my start, I get 3 from being large.
Yep. Either way, it's Thrump's turn now.
All right, so bonus action, same as before. We're going to try and rip the chains over the side, shove the grappled guy over.
All right.
26.
So that does succeed.
Taking a dip.
Now he looks up because the giant stone golem, the second one that he just threw off the bridge, is gone. And he looks up thinking, we're going to clear the way now. And he sees that this motherfucker is back. Okay, so he is going to disappear into a splash of a wave and reappear right there.
Mm-hmm.
And his single attack will be to try and grapple this one.
All right.
How decrepit does it look?
Extremely.
Extremely. I don't want to game it. Pull the weapon out, put the weapon up.
You're very quiet, Cope.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like ages away from your microphone right now.
I think you're probably using the wrong mic.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
It's better, but still on the quiet side.
Still weak. All right. I think it's actually dying. I think my battery's about to die. All right. Grapple.
That'll fail.
Is it for him?
And then you teleported, so that's your turn. Freya.
All right. That one's my next target.
As Freya has realized she has the kill button. Got an 8. So it's dead.
Fling it off as far away as possibly be from ever. Cope.
Frey be like, I think I can turn this into a game.
I love the idea that Freya's out here shooting magical crossbow bolts, and then she has this moment where she remembers Maladrax's horde and looks down at her finger, and she's like, wait a minute. And she looks at one of them and just makes like a swiping gesture, and they fly into the lava and die.
I don't know. I like to think more finger guns.
The finger gun, and then they just blast 30. Technically, I could suspend them in the air, but I'm not.
Haskell. There's still a golem standing.
And technically, those two assholes over there.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Freya's gonna play, I don't know, tennis with them.
Spiritual weapon. 19.
That'll hit. Magic hammer explodes golem.
Hammer beats Golem. Golem beats Fergus. Fergus beats Hammer.
Thought you were gonna say Fergus beats meat.
No, he's gonna beat feet in a minute.
Yeah. Anything else, Taskell?
Could swap to my crossbow, but
By the way, is this Taskell's AC without a shield?
no, that's with the shield. So
I think we established that it's an action to swap the crossbow.
Yeah, because you need to it's an action to don or doff a shield.
Yep. So I guess I'll just move towards the door.
Gotcha.
Forget if I took an action or not, but if I didn't, dodge.
Cool. Ignis.
All right. Is this golem visible?
I'm gonna say no, because it's over the ledge from where you are and 40 feet straight.
Well, yeah. So, okay, I'll just move there. Is the golem visible at this point, or
no,
is it submerged?
it's submerged.
Okay, then she'll hop back down and take a dodge action.
All right. Olgrim.
All right, Nolgrim will go this way and just act as a. Well, he'll also take the dodge action and act as a partial cover for Fergus.
All right. Fergus.
I'm going to fire at the one that I have tagged.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 16. I will roll one of my last superiority die. Make it a 20.
That'll hit.
For 23 points of damage.
Kill.
And then I will fire at the other one. 17.
Yes.
Hey, throw that one.
I am just going to, since they've been keen on shooting me, I'm going to do this and bonus action away from their sight.
Mm-hmm. All right. This last poor son of a bitch is going to fire an arrow at Taskell. That's predictable. 17's good, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see about this. Okay, so the golem's dead. It fell into the lava, and before it could make it anywhere, it died.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, don't trust it. Keep watching. The last one came up.
Thrum.
Can y'all hear me at all?
Yes.
Okay.
You sound a lot better now.
Yeah.
Okay. He will. God, that's slow. Step forward.
Mm-hmm.
Pull his light crossbow. And take a shot.
I forgot he had that. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, it's tiny, and these fat, chubby digits, it's really hard to pull the trigger.
You guys, you see him pull out a crossbow. Yeah, that. So what you guys see is you see him take out a light crossbow, load a bolt. He loads it wrong. It goes twing, so he gets frustrated and he grabs the bolt and he throws it manually, and it just arcs 5 feet straight to the ground. Like when you throw a frisbee too hard. Or
Yeah.
All right, I'll just preemptively roll this. 11.
11. It's going to be a hard one to beat, combo.
Watch the natural one.
Intelligence.
Yep, he's gone.
Wilhelm screamed down the well. Wait, that's the Goofy yell.
Either way, you have cleared the bridge of defenders in front of the Golem Foundry. And I do believe that is the ideal time to call it a session.
Cool beans.
Woo!
And we all reached level 12.
Yeah, so how many times did we level up?
My bar reached max like 4 times.
You see, it's been 2 weeks since we played, so we're operating on rested experience.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I had to throw one more out there.